to join me and help me out this evening. Director of Operations, A. Shannon Hayes. You guys know him all well. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Mo.
Good evening. Now, do we get foot warmers here at the table tonight if it's necessary? It's cold outside. But, Coach, I was just talking a little bit about the challenges of having to find a balance between when you rest and when you are aggressive with your minutes when you're shorthanded. Lincoln Christian is obviously a very good team. Class 4A number 1, went to the state title game two times in a row, came up short. So, they're going to come in here and try to set the tone early. What is your philosophy overall on trying to balance minutes? Do you try to save a little bit on the offensive side and then press more on defense? How do you find that balance? Because they're going to come at you with waves. And as we saw in the game against Dale early on, exuberating a lot of energy, wore the Falcons out. And then as those legs get tired, the mental game starts to slip a little bit. You start making mistakes. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be more of a mental type game tonight to where you have to understand what your personnel is and how you're able to deal with a team that's been successful.
Your starting lineups for the Lady Falcons. Number 1, Reagan Carey. Number 2, Kaden Williams. Number 5, Raquel Hart. Number 23, Kalia Hines. And number 13, Alyssa Isaac.
All right. We appreciate you guys staying with us. Sorry, we had a power flash there, and it took us off for just a moment, but we're glad to have you back. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight's game, of course, being brought to you by Oklahoma City Community College and SSM Health at St. Anthony. The starting lineups for Lincoln Christian are number 3, Maddie Stewart, number 4, Azira Woodruff, number 5, Peyton Ray, number 23, Kaylee Atkinson, and number 25, Jayla Albert. And the starting lineup for your Falcons this evening, the starters for the Falcons. Coach Hayes, I know you got those right there for us.
Absolutely. We got number 1, Reagan Carey, number 2, Kaden Williams, number 5, Raquel Hunt, number 13, Alyssa Isaac, and number 23, Kaylee Hines.
Yeah, Kalia Hines.
Kalia Hines.
Yeah, it's okay.
I keep getting that A in there.
But it was bothered because I said we got Kaylee Hines, and they spelled a little similar. And I said immediately, I said, I know I'm going to mess that up tonight. But we were talking before that about trying to find that balance, and you were saying that it's going to require a mental game tonight for the Lady Falcons. Whenever you're shorthanded, that is a factor, but you cannot use that as an excuse. They got to execute just like you got to execute. You just got to be on your best behavior.
Yeah, definitely. And so that's where you pretty much on offense, you got to run some set plays. You got to be able to kind of move the ball a little bit. When you attack, you got to make them worthwhile, because when you're down and then you get behind in the game, and then you got to try to be more aggressive to try to maintain, and that's where the game can get out of hand. So our young ladies definitely have to be able to play smart today against a really good, talented team.
Yes, they're extremely talented. Okay, 3-point shot there is no good. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Bulldogs. They get a third opportunity at it, a fourth opportunity. Going to swing it back out and reset the offense. Falcons right now are opening up in man-to-man defense. Trying to go to work right now, and we're live basketball. Class 4A versus Class 3A. Lincoln Christian Lady Bulldogs. This team is uberly talented, let me tell you. Shooters all over the floor. And on a call there goes Atkinson as she knocks it down for 3 right away, and off to a good start for them.
Yeah, now, rebounds. We got to get a rebounds. We can't give a team like this too many opportunities.
So on the other end, Reagan Carey gets an easy basket on the other end, and that's what you need, but you're going to have to get back. Up fake by Atkinson. She kicks it back out to Ray. Working the ball around to Stewart. Back over to Ray. Ray backs it up. Swings it back over now to Woodruff. Back over to Ray. Ray thinks about the 3. Backs it up. Nice defense by the Falcons. Bounce pass inside. Kick. Working the ball around the perimeter. Nice pass inside. The pass is deflected. Lincoln Christian again maintains possession. Wide open 3-point shot. Shot's no good. Rebound pulled down there by Kaden Williams. That missed 3-point shot by Stewart there. Going to be a jump ball situation. It will be Falcon basketball. can't have multiple, as you said, multiple opportunities tonight.
No, you can't with a team like this who definitely have outside shooters. They've got a little height inside, and so we got to be able to allow them one and done and then be able to bring the ball. But they are pretty much aggressive, full court. They are attacking. They're trying to get a jump ball, so they're being very aggressive.
And can expect that for them. That's their pedigree. That's just how they are. That's how they are built, in other words. Caden Williams has it. Now, full court pressure being applied. Defense by Jayla Albert right now. Across the timeline goes Caden Williams. Williams trying to get the ball in the hands, and she's going to have to unload it. Bounce pass over Raquel Hunt. Corrals it right in front of the Lincoln Christian bench. Bounce pass, but they're going to draw contact there as Kayla Atkinson is going to bump Raquel.
And that's what Raquel's got to use her speed. Reagan, Kalia, they're going to have to be able to use their speed to see how this Lincoln team can do against that.
Ball inbounded, and then contact again. Or they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. Okay, they're going to say Kalia Hines stepped out of bounds this time. So going back to work, here come the Lady Bulldogs. Ray's going to bring it up this time, being picked up by Alyssa Isaac. Going to be a turnover there by Reagan Carey, but she's going to step on the end line. Nice job there by Reagan Carey, as she does so well. She really telegraphs that passing lane, Coach.
Yeah, and absolutely, I think they're extending this little press a little more. I think she's trying to do a half-court press, basically trying to keep a little pressure on the ball handler. I think Ray is kind of probably one of their weaknesses on this Lincoln team, if you say they have one. And I think they're trying to put a little pressure and see what they can come up with.
All right, going to swing the ball into the corner now. Dribbling it up to the left wing, back to the corner. Pass to the inside, ball's deflected. Nice job by the Lady Falcons attacking that passing lane. That was Kalia Hines that deflected that out of bounds.
Yeah, that backside, you got to drop. A lot of times you get caught watching the ball and they creep up right behind you. So great way to anticipate in the backdrop.
5:59 to go early in this game. The pass is going to be inbounds. Easy pass there, and a shot is knocked down there by Peyton Ray. She gets that one. And Lincoln Christian's up by 3, 5-2. Reagan Carey's breaking down the defense over to Alyssa Isaac. Isaac going to swing it over to Carey. Reagan Carey looking for daylight. There is none. Lincoln still remaining. Looks like in a man-to-man defense right now. Trying to swing it inside to Caden Williams. No, ball's knocked loose. Nice job there by the Falcons. Kalia Hines into the lane. Gets the shot up and draws contact and will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. Nice job there by the Falcons being that way off after what looked like it was about to be a turnover there.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty much they're doing the same thing that Lincoln Christian is doing to us. When we rebound the ball, one of the things they do if you bring that ball down, they're trying to grab it and get a jump ball. So great job by Williams being aggressive, Raquel attacking, and so just opportunity our young ladies are fighting, and I like to see that.
Okay, Nia Willoughby has come in the game now for the Falcons. She comes in for Atkinson, who comes out. Kalia Hines goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line that time. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Ball's going to be stolen there, and Reagan Carey sold out to get it. Almost got it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. She's playing with a lot of intensity tonight, and so she's reading these passing lanes, and so great job by the Falcons.
Early on this one, they got to get the ball inbound, and they do. Ball down low. Deflected, and they're going to call traveling as the call there. Lady Falcons getting the benefit for playing smart and being aggressive about the ball, and even better keeping their hands up and their hands stretched out wide, covering the passing lanes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right now, Lincoln Christian is not the team I saw at the Tournament of Champions right now, so they're a little out of sync, maybe from that long trip, we'll say.
Reagan Carey looking. Tries to get the ball inbound to Caden Williams, and again, that errant pass is going to lead to a turnover there. And then a wide open three-point shot from the corner is knocked down there by Jayla Albert. 8-3. Falcons down 5, 4:46 to go. Raquel Hunt going to swing it back over to Hines. Hines attacking, getting the ball over to Carey. Reagan Carey probing. Tries to get it inside, throws it back out. It's going to be a turnover. Steal by that time by Maddie Stewart. And then on the other end, Willoughby scores.
Yeah, we're forcing the ball. We just need we need to take better care of the ball, the basketball, bringing it up, not forcing trying to get it inside. I know we're trying to share the ball and get everybody involved, but we just got to be be very cautious with these passes.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing early in this contest is that when the Falcons do get the ball at the high post around the box, Lincoln Christian is like, I want to say, just swarming the ball. And so you look left, look right, there's nobody there. And then that pass to get out of the situation is where the turnover is. It's kind of like, they used to call it, using an old expression, the honey trap.
Yes.
Basically, they bait you to thinking that you got a one-on-one matchup inside, but as soon as you do, collapsing and then taking away the passing lanes, which forces the turnover. And by the time you blink, another player is all the way at the other end of the goal, ready to score it real easily there. Turnover on the inbounds there. Willoughby going to swing it back top to the left wing, driving into the lane. The left-handed shot, no good, and then contact on the putback there. Driving to the basket that time was Maddie Stewart. She was fouled, and she could not get that first shot to fall. Rebound pulled down by Lincoln Christian, and it sends number 25, Jayla Albert, to the free throw line. She front rims that one.
Yeah, our Falcons, ladies, we got to clean up a few things. When we talked about those passes, lob passes are not going to work against a team like this that's anticipating that. They're baiting our young ladies, and so we got to be able to bounce pass. We got to find a way to fake and attack and do some things different than what we're used to doing, because they're anticipating the lob. They're doing the traps. They're setting us up exactly what they're wanting.
Okay, Ivory Wheeler comes in for Lincoln Christian right now. Same starting five for the Falcons remain on the floor. Isaac, Hunt, Williams, and Carey. And no Aaron pass thrown. And Reagan Carey somehow, some way, still found his way to make her own inbound pass out of a bad situation. Reagan Carey.
Yeah, our girls, the way they're playing it right now, they just need to lob the ball and somebody go run. That's a Raquel right there. There's a trackster. Khalil, I mean, each one of them ought to just get a lob and go get that ball.
Okay, they're going to call traveling is the call there against Woodruff there. So 11-5, 3:27 to go. 3 team fouls against Lincoln Christian early in this contest, where the Falcons just have one thus far. Ball now. See if the Falcons can generate some offense in the half court. That seems to be where the team is struggling the most right now, when you have playing against really, really good defensive teams. Dale last week, this week Lincoln Christian. Both of these teams don't allow you to have very much airspace. They are very precise and well coached.
Yeah, and our girls are going between two number one teams the last 2 games. I mean, that's pretty much a hard fight. So just proud of their effort to continue to move.
Okay, the ball's knocked out of bounds. It will be Falcon basketball. Substitution. And nice to see her return to the game as Destiny Johnson comes in the game. So it's really a good boost to have her back.
Yeah, and having another person they can be able to kind of depend on here.
So Caden Williams going to try and get the shot up against Willoughby. No good there. There's a block there. On the other end, Raquel Hunt. Lady Falcons hit the Jets. Raquel going to swing it inside to Caden Williams. Another, not a good pass there. The sloppy passes is allowing Lincoln Christian to get the edge because of the bad passes. So the Lady Falcons playing tough, trying to hang tough against.
Yeah, they got to be more crisp and precise on their passes. Like I say, they're kind of playing a little bit out of sync. But when they first started, they were going through rotation. They had a motion offense right there against Lincoln's man-to-man. And so they need to come back to that. They need to continue to set some picks, continue to move the ball. Just because you're supposed to pass it don't mean it's there. See what the defense is giving you, and that's how you're able to attack. So you got, once again, this is a mental game tonight for our young ladies, not only from a physical standpoint, but just from an athletic standpoint in terms of being able to use what Lincoln tries to do against it.
Right, and I love what you said there. The other challenge is when you're dealing with our girls are young. Young. Your primary scorers and ball handlers are sophomores and freshmen.
Yes.
So when you have that as your core, then you have to have your basketball IQ has to grow when you're playing a team. You said mental. I don't think it gets any better than just that statement itself, because that's really what it is.
Yeah. And you playing against a team that has been to the state tournament 2 years in a row and will be there for a third year. I mean, so you're talking about a team with deep chemistry and cohesiveness for a long time.
All right, Raquel Hunt trying to get free. Raquel drives to the basket, throws it off the backboard. Shot no good for Hunt. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Bulldogs. Going to swing it down low, and that pass is too hot for Ivory Wheeler on that one. So the pass goes out of bounds, and it will be Lady Falcons ball. So Isaac comes in the game for Destiny Johnson.
And see right now, Hines ought to just take off, and the ball should be thrown to her.
So in essence, that's exactly what happened here. Hines one-on-one on the other end, shot no good. Alyssa Isaac tries to get the rebound, was not able to do so. That time rebound by the Lady Bulldogs. Stop, pop, three-point shot no good. Rebound that time controlled by Reagan Carey. So a missed three on the other end leads to Reagan Carey getting ready to lead the break. She's got 4 points in the first. Lincoln Christian has 14 fouls. So coming out of the game comes Maddie Stewart, and entering the game, returning to the game for the Lady Bulldogs is Zyra Woodruff. Ball in the hands now of Hines. Hines comes around. Nothing doing there. On the other end, all the way going coast to coast, all the way to the basket goes Kaylee Atkinson, who gets the 2 there. 13-5. Working the ball around. Isaac's bumped. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it looks like it will remain Falcon ball.
She's shooting 2. It's on Albert.
So they're going to shoot 2 on this one. So Isaac goes to the free throw line. Yep, team foul number 5, so you're absolutely right.
So here's where we have an opportunity to rest and make some points. So this is where we ought to definitely be fundamental in our shoot. So great first one.
So Isaac knocks down the first free throw. 13-6 is the score. 1:39 to go. Substitution coming out goes Albert, and returning back to the game goes Maddie Stewart. And Isaac goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 13-7. Falcons have done a good job of playing without fouling to this point. Swinging the ball. Ball back in the hands now of Willoughby. Down to the left wing. Also into the game now is Leslie Taylor. Taylor back up top to Wheeler. Woodruff to Taylor. Wheeler now has it. Back over to Taylor. Now swing the ball to the right wing. The Falcon defense is doing a good job of trapping, swinging it back out. Wide open three-point shot. Shot rims, no good. Put back attempt by Stewart. She can't get it to fall. And there is the ball. Looks like the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Falcon basketball.
And I like Jayden on her defense. She's keeping her hand straight up in the air. She needs to just turn around and just block her out. But great job on defensive wise. I'm shocked on Coach Albert as they're going a man-to-man with knowing how small their bench is. So she's definitely putting a lot of dependence on her girls and putting pressure on Lincoln this early in the game.
Maddie Stewart knocks the pass out of bounds. Stewart trying to do everything she can to cut down the passing lanes. Caden Williams cannot control the pass when it's inbound to her. It's going to be a turnover, and it will be Lady Bulldog ball. 54.1 seconds to go in the first quarter of tonight's action. 13-7 is the score. Maurice Prince and Director of Operations A. Shannon Hayes on the call tonight. Throwing the ball up top. Carey comes away with the steal that time. Carey pushes, backs it out, and don't turn your back to the Bulldogs. Carey picked up her dribble, gets into the hands of Raquel Hunt. Raquel swings it to Alyssa Isaac underneath the goal, and Isaac scores the basket. Nice assist there by Raquel Hunt. Pass into Stewart, and Stewart puts some heat on it, trying to get the ball in the hands of Nia Willoughby, but that pass goes out of bounds. It will be Lady Falcon ball. I will say this. Alyssa Isaac getting these extended minutes, something that she might not have done with the injuries, has really done a lot for her confidence. As Reagan Carey goes to the basket, coast to coast.
Takes it coast to two.
Nice job, and the Falcons are down 2. 11 seconds to go, and there's going to be contact on that one there. Looks like it's about to send Azira Woodworth to the free throw line.
Yeah, that foul's on Jaden Williams, and she's got to be smart on her fouls. She got them, use them. Really and truly, got to try to stay out of foul trouble.
First shot is no good there by Woodruff. So Caden Williams is coming out of the game. So Ann Weich comes in the game now. And that shot is good by Woodruff. 14-11, 6 seconds to go. Hines across the timeline now to the right wing. Hines is bumped. Raquel fires, and that shot is altered as time expires, and the score is 14-11.
Not a bad quarter for our young ladies.
Not at all. Tonight's game is being brought to you by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony. SSM Health hospitals are proud sponsors of Millwood Public Schools. Sometimes, after a game, a player needs the services and help from a great team. Let SSM Health hospitals get you back in the game from injury. Go to your local SSM Health located throughout the Oklahoma City metro. OCCC, continue your education and earn a certificate that will allow you to take care of you, yourself, and your family. At OCCC, that's Oklahoma City Community College. Go online today at www.occc.edu. That's www.occc.edu. Taking a look at the first quarter action overall tonight. So the Falcons find themselves down 3 against a team that the team is already playing better than they get against Dale. They seem to be more focused, more energized tonight, and it's allowing them to really play well against a team that we know that they're going to have some challenges. For a number 1, Lincoln Christian is no joke.
Well, I mean, like I say, with Destiny coming back, that's also another. I mean, I don't know how they're going to probably, watch her minutes, but I mean, that in itself kind of gets some legs. To me, Lincoln Christian's ball handling skills are not that great, and I think our young ladies with our speed are being very aggressive. Can we keep it up for 3 more quarters? That's going to be the question.
Right, and the other part about it, Lincoln Christian is 5 of 12 on the night shooting, 42% in this game, 3 of 7 from twos, 2 of 5 from threes. So the question you have to ask yourself is, how long can your defense do well enough to keep them before they get hot? As you said, they look a little bit out of sync. Once the shots start to fall, how will that game change? So the ball's deflected nicely by Hines. Now ball in the hands of Woodruff. Woodruff's going to swing it over to Ray, who's returned back to the game. Wheeler now has it. Down low inside, pass to the wing. And they're going to call, traveling is the call on that one. Ray thought about it a little bit too much. Opened the doorway for that turnover there. Ball in the hands now, Alyssa Isaac, 14-11. Isaac's going to bring it up court. She picked up her dribble a little early, and she's going to end up turning the ball over here off that pass. And on the other end, shot is no good, and then Wheeler tries to get it up and draws contact that time against Alyssa Isaac.
Yeah, and like I say, they need to bring the ball up a little slower. And what happens is if your left hand's not strong enough, then all of a sudden you're picking up the ball and you're putting yourself in a bad condition instead of learning how to back up, control, go back with your strong hand. That way you can be able and keeping your eyes open. And also the wings got to come up more. They're sinking down too low. They got to come more up towards the three-point line, extended to where they can be able to help to bring the ball up. This has got to be a committee. It can't be a one-person job on this one tonight. I
like the way you stated that there. Second free throw is good, and the lead is back up to 5. Destiny Johnson rechecks back into the game now. Here comes Reagan Kerr. She's pressing it. They got 3 on 2. Reagan Carey looks. Ball's going to be deflected out of her hand and go out of bounds. So they're going to say it's Falcon bat. Oh, they're going to say it's Lady Bulldog ball. Okay.
That was off a foot. It wasn't a knee, but he's calling it a knee.
Okay, ball across the timeline now. Destiny Johnson now steps up. Ball's deflected here, and they're going to catch Reagan Carey. I do believe it's on Reagan Carey. So Reagan Carey's first foul of the night, second team foul of the night for her. 2 team fouls early to start this, and the second here. Spinning inside, and drawing contact again goes Maddie Stewart. So Reagan Carey. So we're going to have to do another substitution. They're going to have Ann White come into the game following this free throw opportunity by Maddie Stewart. She knocks down free throw number 1. So Ann White is in the game for Reagan Carey. So she gets that second one to fall there, and it's 18-11 now. Trying to get it across the timeline goes Raquel Hunt. Hunt gets it. Hunt going to swing it, and nobody home.
And that's where you have to know your personnel. You got to know your personnel. That's a pass you can throw in the NBA because you know where a person is going to be positioned. She's got to be more confident in her shot and learn to get a little control. That should have been a layup.
On the other end, ball on the left wing, ball to the elbow. Inside goes Willoughby, spinning to the basket. Her shot no good. Rebound again by Maddie Stewart. Ball up top now to Woodruff. Swinging the ball around the perimeter now to Ray. Inside to Wheeler. Then a shot in by Maddie Stewart. Maddie Stewart on this team rebounds. She scores. And that ball is going to be ripped there by Wheeler. Kaden Williams never sensed it. Now Wheeler to the basket, and she scores on the layup.
Yeah, she's not. See right there, that's what should have been doing with Hines.
Destiny Johnson comes in the game, fires up a three-point shot. Shot goes over the goal. So substitution now. Wheeler comes out of the game. Now return to the game goes Leslie Taylor. So also returning to the game comes Atkinson and Jayla Albert. So now the three-point specialists for Lincoln Christian have re-entered the game now. So that's something the Falcons are going to have to identify. But there's been quite a spurt starting off the second quarter here. Lincoln Riley's off to an 8-0 run starting the second here. Working the ball around the perimeter now. Ball on the left wing. Inside. Maddie Stewart drops it down. Taylor looks at the three. Backs it up and resets. Ball back in the hands at the elbow to Stewart. Stewart gives way to Peyton Ray for three. And Peyton Ray drops it in.
Yeah, they're set shooters. And if you continue to allow them to get that set, to me, I think you may need to switch to a 3-2 just to kind of give you a little bit better and give you a little rest as well.
Kaden Williams stops, pops. Mid-range J, nice shot opportunity for Williams. She wasn't able to cash the check on that one. Working the ball around the perimeter. Ray to the corner, up fake. Inside to Maddie Stewart, who rolls to the basket and scores. Timeout's going to have to be on the floor here. 27-11 as Lincoln Christian has spurted out on a 13-0 run to start the second quarter here. And the real thing here is the Falcons have not been able to transition into easy opportunities where Lincoln has been able to capitalize on all the turnovers that the Falcons have generated starting off the second here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're just pretty much we're collapsing. We're just throwing balls up. We're not coming down with a play. When you come down knowing what your play is, you needing picks. You need to come up and set a pick. You need to help to move the ball. Like I say, this is a committee thing. And right now, it's like everybody is playing hot potato. You be the one to take care of it. you know.
Right.
And
We're relying on ball skills and talent to break down the defense. We're asking Reagan Carey to go 1-on-5 or 1-on-4 consistently and win. And that's something you do every once in a while when you're fortunate to get that. But that's not something that leads to successful basketball.
No. Like I say, I mean, and you've got some decent. You got personnel on the floor, but really passing is that's the turnovers. We're not even getting into our set because we're not getting the ball up because we're allowing one person instead of working that ball. It's almost like you need to treat it like it's a press. 3 people ought to pass that ball back and forth and make sure you move that ball up this floor and then get in your half-court offense.
All right, back to live action now. Kalia Hines is going to bring it up. Destiny Johnson back on the floor with Caden Williams and White and Raquel Hunt. Swing it over to Destiny Johnson, back over to Caden Williams in the corner. Caden Williams pulls up from the short corner. Shot no good by Caden Williams. Rebound by the Lady Bulldogs. Working the ball around to the left wing. Up fake, drives and kick. Backing it up. Ball's going to be stolen that time by Kalia Hines. Hines goes to the basket with great speed and precision. She gets the steal and she gets the deal. So nice job there by Hines. Gets the first basket of the quarter for the Falcons. Now lacing up another 3-point opportunity. Shot no good. Ball goes out of bounds and it will be Lady Falcon ball. But shots no good there by Kaylee Atkinson. And you got to keep this in mind. Those are shooters. And if you can make them one and done, you have a chance to chip away. But we've got to put together stops and then easy looks on the other end.
And let me let people know, 3-point shots are the hardest rebounds. I mean, they're very hard because, you don't know how far the ball, where it's going to go. And so it is a challenge of trying to rebound the ball for that. But if we can continue to do a good job of that, we can chip into this lead right here.
Leah Hines misses the 3-point attempt. And it puts the ball back in the hands of Lincoln Christian and not going to swing it out. Ray for 3. And Ray misses that one, and Kalia Hines ends up getting the rebound there. Kalia Hines slows up to the dribble. Going to swing it over to Destiny Johnson. Johnson fires up a 3 of her own. Shot no good that time. Ball ricochets, but it ends up in the hands of Lincoln Christian there. And it looks like the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will be
it's Falcon's ball.
Falcon ball. So substitutions. So it looks like Maddie Stewart comes out of the game, and now Nia Willoughby comes back in. Hines across the timeline now. Swings it over to Raquel Hunt. Hunt inside to Caden Williams. Caden Williams double team, turns and fires for the elbow. Jump shot and banks it in. Didn't know the bank was open this late, but we'll take it.
We'll take whatever we can get. I think she shocked herself on that one.
15-27. Trying to get the ball inside, and White's with a good defensive play right there, forcing the ball back out. Shot no good. Rebound corralled by Leslie Taylor. Working the ball inside the painted area. Shot can't fall, and White comes up with the rebound. And it's going to end up being a jump ball situation. And it looks like it'll be Lady Falcon ball. And Weiss did a great job, except she brought the ball down on that one.
Yeah, elbows out, pivot, and clear out. But that's a good job. And it's improved a lot in this crowd, helping where she can. So
Alyssa Isaac returns to the game for Ann Weiss. 2:39 to go in the first half. Kalia Hines swings it over to Destiny Johnson. Johnson has yet to score, but this is her first game coming back from injury. Alyssa Isaac's going to miss that one there. Turnover. Falcons down 12. 2:29 to go. Here comes Peyton Ray and the Lady Bulldogs. Going to swing it over to Atkinson. To the corner. Then inside the lane, wide open 3-point shot. Let go there. That time shot no good, but another rebound opportunity for Lincoln Christian. Stepping out. Working the ball around the perimeter again. Ball in the hands now of Atkinson. To the corner to Wheeler. To Willoughby. Willoughby with the runner in the lane, and she scores.
You know, Lincoln Christian is not looking for the three. If you noticed, when they triple threat, they wait to see what the defender is going to do. So they're more concerned about getting more of a high percentage shot. And if you look at them, and then they'll attack the basket. But and then if they collapse, we sink back in defense. It's okay. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and try it. But they are looking to be very aggressive in the paint.
Going back to work, Destiny Johnson going to throw it in. And it's a deep pass. Raquel Hunt's able to find it. Double team. Trap is coming. She unloads it. Destiny Johnson corrals the errant pass. 90 seconds to go. Over to Hines. Hines gets it in the corner. Swing it. Isaac fires a three. Isaac can't get that one to fall. Raquel Hunt gets it. Destiny Johnson high off the glass shot, no good.
Got a couple of good looks there.
On the other end, turnover. Kalia Hines is going to push it again. Beep, beep, who's got the keys to the Jeep? She doesn't get there, but Raquel Hunt's going to go to the free throw line shooting 2.
Foul number 0, Ivy Will. Raquel Hunt will go to the line for 2.
So Hunt back to the free throw line shooting 2. Hunt takes her time, knocks that first one down. Nice job by her. Substitution. Maddie Stewart returns to the game as well as Azira Woodruff. Hunt at the free throw line now. Back rims that one. 55 seconds to go before the end of the first half. Going to swing the ball back around in the hands now of Woodruff. Woodruff in the hands of Peyton Ray.
2 seconds in the lane.
3 seconds in the lane going to be called there against Nia Willoughby.
One shot right here.
39.9. Across the timeline goes Hines. Destiny Johnson back up top to Caden Williams. Caden Williams backs it up with 27 on the clock. Swings it over to Alyssa Isaac. Isaac into the lane, fires it up off the glass shot, no good. Destiny Johnson tries to corral it, but Lincoln Christian ends up with it. On the other end, Maddie Stewart with the runner, shot no good. Ball's rolling around, and it looks like it will be Lady Falcon ball. So 8 seconds on the clock. Maddie Stewart coming to apply backcourt pressure. 4 seconds in the lane. Hines high off the glass. 1 second, and that will be the final seconds ticked off the clock. And the Falcons Falcons find themselves down by 13, 29-16. Going to take a break, and we'll be back with the Millwood and Richmond Foundation halftime report. That's coming up next. You're listening to Millwood Falcon basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Oklahoma City Community College. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Millwood and Richmond Foundation Halftime Report. Millwood is raising $35,000 to help take care of their teachers and scholarships for its students. Help make a positive difference by investing in the jewel institution that is Millwood Public Schools. You can make a contribution at Cash App, $ Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. Want to thank all our sponsors for today's contest. Of course, that is, SSM Health at St. Anthony and Oklahoma City Community College. Super Prep, OKC Sports Radio 105.3, OKC Heart and Soul 92.1 at 1140, and the Black Chronicle newspaper. And might as well throw in there Power 103.5 too. Why not? So shooting at the end of the first half, Millwood was 6 of 17, 67%. And you're saying that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. 0 for 3 from threes, but the number that's really dominating this first half is the other side with Lincoln Christian. Lincoln Christian shot 10 of 22, 45%, 3 of 9 for 3, 33%, and they're up 13. Well, how are they doing that? Is by this number right here. 17 rebounds to Millwood's 5. Millwood's minus 12 on that category. Turnovers, Millwood's actually has one less turnover than Lincoln Christian. But the difference really is that second chance opportunities. Lincoln Christian, when the ball goes up, they're swarming the ball, and they're able to capitalize because they're getting multiple shots at the goal. So ultimately, Coach Hayes, that's really what it comes down to. That number itself, that one category, is what's really outworking the Falcons tonight.
It really is. I mean, like I say, if they can, if they could have kept their turnovers down, like I say, slowing down the game to where they can be able to help with the possession. Really and truly, they're their own worst enemy. I mean, to be honest, when you look on the offensive end, if they can be able to run some more set plays, get the ball moving, allowing some shots, get some screens, I think, like I say, they can nudge into this and be able to do, because really and truly, from what I saw at doing the tournament champions, Lincoln was a lot more crisp in some of the things. Ball handling still suspect, but set shooting and all that. And our young ladies are really doing a good job. I'm really impressed that they are, but they got to step it up a notch and just stop shooting themselves in the foot. Pretty much, that's what's got to happen.
Right. So basically, from your description, and that's what I put it in the mindset of what everybody else can visualize. We're basically, we're actually going 4 on 5 because we're creating the opportunities that Lincoln Christian is getting the opportunity, taking advantage of, because we're helping them by the extra passes that are turning into turnovers. We're not running an offensive set. These are things that when you're playing a team that's this good and that loaded, it just takes you out of sequence overall. It just does that for you.
It does. I mean, like I say, you do a good execute job on defense. You get holding the one shot, and then you come down and then you turn the ball over and you get the ball right back to them. Or even you give them 3 or 4 shots and they miss them. You get the rebound, you come down, you lob the ball, and then get them an easy shot. So, so it's like you work so hard, but you ain't getting your paycheck on Friday.
That's right. That's a great analogy. Yeah, that's a great analogy. So the only other statistics we didn't talk about is the free throws. The Falcons are 4 of 6, 67%. And then you've got the Lady Bulldogs 6 of 7, 86%. So they're dominating the categories they're supposed that they should dominate in. And when you're Class 4A number 1, you've got the experience. There are certain things you're supposed to be doing better than an inexperienced team. But you have to be excited if you're a Falcon fan, just because the ladies are continuing to fight, compete, and put together a lot of energy to stay in this game, and that's what they're doing at such a high level tonight. All right, back to live action now. Lincoln Christian will have the ball. Falcons on the floor. You've got Hunt, Isaac, Carey, Williams, and Hines on the floor for the Falcons. Falcons are going to have to bring the defensive end. Caden Williams is fronting, doing a good job of keeping the ball out of the box. Now working the ball around outside. And inside and into the lane, that shot falls there. I want to say that one was by
Stewart.
Stewart knocked that one down.
Stewart's got a really good inside game. She really is. She to me is a power forward, and you can tell she's very aggressive on the boards. She doesn't settle, and does a great job on offense.
Yeah, Maddie Stewart is the cog in the engine right now. There's no question about it. Pressing the ball ahead right now, guess who? Maddie Stewart to the basket. She can't get that one to fall, but hey, guess what? She gets her own rebound. That's her third rebound on this possession. Make that the fourth rebound. And finally, she's fouled going to the free throw line.
Yeah, like I say, she should have got one and done. And so we're standing around. We're not putting a body on someone, giving her those opportunities, and then some of our girls not even getting back on defense and hoping somebody else. We all got to crash the boards.
You said it earlier, you have to have a team concept, a committee mindset as Stewart drains the first free throw, because once you have that mentality, then everybody bears the load for everybody else. It's not just one person that's doing it. On the other side of it, it becomes a problem when you get that situation. Stewart knocks that down now. So 33-16. And that's another thing. The Falcons are going to have to get earlier starts in the quarter. And they're going to strip Alyssa Isaac. No one was back there backcourt to help. Raquel Hunt somehow gets that and pushes the ball to the front court to the other end. Reagan Carey can't get it to fall, but Caden Williams does. And on the other end, so Kaylee Atkinson scores the basket on the other end, and it's 35-18. Falcons cannot afford in the second half of this one to give Lincoln Christian another 11-0 start before we start scoring. Right now it's 6-2 opening up the third. Ball in the hands now of Reagan Carey. Reagan Carey dribbling under the screen against Caden Williams. Caden Williams has got to set that screen, and then Reagan Carey's got to go over. Inside, Raquel Hunt can't get it to score, but Reagan Carey does.
I don't know if Williams even knew she was supposed to be there, to be honest. I mean, so we've got to just get a little better on our execution. And Lincoln Christian is giving us opportunities. I mean, just a turnover right there. They couldn't handle Stewart's pass. I mean, so they're getting opportunities, and they're helping us stay in the game. We just got to take advantage of it.
So Destiny Johnson comes in for Alyssa Isaac. We're back to live action now. Going to get the ball inbounded. Reagan Carey can't maintain control. She's going to end up fouling, or it's going to be a jump ball situation that will be Lady Falcons ball. Reagan Carey was very fortunate that was not a foul.
Yeah.
It was a jump ball situation. Now Reagan missed the opportunity to throw the ball deep to Kalia Hines, and we threw it into the backcourt. And just like that, on the other end, Jayla Albert gets it. Coach, you called it earlier. And another bad deflected pass, and now here comes Lincoln Christian. And the ball goes out, and it will be Falcon ball.
When I was coaching, we used to have a press breaker. You ever heard of that?
Yes, I heard the expression.
We had a press breaker. I'm not seeing the press breaker here now. And see two girls running. If the press breaker should be for one girl, then that should be the only girl down there. Set a screen, pop out, and give an opportunity to get a good 100% pass. It's like everybody's having to create their own.
And that makes it difficult. Again, that sets you up for 1-on-4, because when you get past that original, that first defender, you think you got a shot to the basket, and that's how Lincoln Christian will bait you again. So can't get the ball inbounded. Kalia Hines has to go back and backtrack it, and she does. And
she worked on energy just trying to get the ball in. And so that's where those screens come in to help, where you don't have to work so hard on certain easy things like that.
Hines gets it down to Reagan Carey. Reagan Carey gets into the lane. She can't get it. Scramble drill. Ball's on the ground. It will be jump ball. Will be Lady Bulldogs ball. So returning back to the game goes Maddie Stewart. Stewart comes in and Azariah Woodruff comes out. Ivory Wheeler now gets it. And again, Lincoln Christian breaks the press. Bounce pass to the interior is deflected, but Lincoln Christian maintains possession. Wheeler cutting to the basket and scores. Timeout here by the Falcons. Falcons went down at the end of the first half, down 13. Couple of minutes into the third, you find them down 19. Super Prep is the premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high school and college students and high school students in the city, state, and nation. Super Prep can be found on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and social media at Super Prep OK. Maurice Prince and Director of Operations A. Shannon Hayes on the call for you this evening. Those minutes so important in this game because Lincoln Christian can put those points on in bunches by dozens. The lead that was won goes a little bit deeper, and then that's when the frustration starts to set in, and then you start making a bad situation worse. So the Falcons have got to find a way to, as you said, slow things down and make the game easier as a group on their possessions.
Yeah, I mean, just from inbound the ball, if you notice, they put Stewart on the ball and her hands up to force her to make a lob pass where they can be able to get make it difficult getting the ball in.
Caden Williams goes to the basket and beats the press breaker, and nice job there by Caden Williams.
Throw the ball long.
Ball in the hands now of Willoughby. Willoughby drives into the lane, pulls up short with the shot. Shot is no good. And she stepped out of bounds that time. That is Atkinson. So Falcons retain, or Falcons have gotten possession, I should say.
Yes. So see, she comes to the ball, gives her an option.
And now Caden Williams is going to press. Got to get the ball across the timeline. Bounce pass over to Hines. Backwards pass. Draws contact that time. So foul called against Ivory Wheeler. Team foul number 2. Carey looking for somebody to get open. And she throws it backcourt. Nobody's paying attention, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Again,
line.
I mean,
press breaker, line.
Yeah, right.
Line.
Right.
2 go this way, 3 go that way, or 1 go that way. You know, I mean, misdirection. So
create the opportunity.
Yeah, it's one person working while everybody else is standing and watching. It's got to be a team. It's a team effort.
Yeah. So ball's back in the hands now of Peyton Ray. Bounce pass over to Stewart. Stewart, bounce pass inside to the cutting to the basket. Goes Wheeler, and what a nice job by Stewart with another nice bounce pass.
That was a backdoor cut. Hines turned the back.
Pass into a crowded area. The Falcons are having a hard time maintaining. Ball goes out of bounds. I think it will remain Falcon ball. All right. Ready for live action now. Bounce pass in. Caden Williams now has it. Cross court over. Bad pass. Peyton Ray with the interception. Goes to the basket and she scores that one.
Yeah, that was a travel. So, a couple extra steps.
It might have been. And a steal on the inbounds here. Cutting back to the basket as Willoughby scores on the inbounds.
Millwood Dogs.
45-22 is the score. Over to Peyton Ray on the right wing, looking for space to operate. Ball on the left wing, deep three-point shot that time, and money is that one. So Atkinson knocks that one down. Turnover in the lane. Willoughby gets up with the steal this time. Bounce pass to Peyton Ray. Getting to the basket goes Maddie Stewart, who finishes with the left hand. Falcons down 23. Inside to Caden Williams. Caden Williams drives in the lane and kisses it off the glass and scores it. Nice little movement there by Caden Williams. So on that one, Nia Willoughby with the foul there. So Alyssa Isaac comes in, returns back to the game. Destiny Johnson comes out. Oh, Ann White is still not in the game right now.
Guess she didn't have her shirt tucked in, or maybe she's going in for the shooting.
Back rims that one, and the bad thing about it is she didn't stay. She started backpedaling out. Had she stayed, she had a chance to get her own rebound on that one. Now going to work, turning the corner. 2:21 to go, 50-24. Ball on the left wing. Stewart. Contact by Raquel Hunt. So team foul number 2 coming up for the Falcons now.
We're definitely doing good on our fouls. So, you know.
So Caden Williams comes out and White comes in. And Maddie Stewart does the easy money, catches the inbound play. One dribble, and she's at the basket. 52-24 now. Ball on the left wing. Kalia Hines fires a 3. And that shot's no good.
Caden Williams comes right back in the game to Ann White.
Coming across the timeline, going to swing it over. Ball rotating around the perimeter. Up fake, driving to the lane. Tries to finish. Shot's going to be blocked by Caden Williams. But nobody covers the reboundee. So Woodruff knocks it down. Reagan Carey backs it out. 1:17 to go in the third. Falcons down by 30 now. Caden Williams tied up in the lane. Jump ball situation. It will be Lady Falcon ball.
And now that jump ball, or like I say, it's lucky it's not a turnover, but Reagan's got to see who's around her, what the situation is.
Jump ball situation this time, and it will be Lincoln Christian ball.
Number 22, Leah Moore comes in the game for Maddie Stewart.
So Leah Moore comes in the game now for the Lady Bulldogs. Going to work the ball around the perimeter now. Moore has it, being covered by Raquel. And they're going to catch Raquel for contact. I really don't think that there was contact. I think that possibly Moore lost her balance. The officials say no.
I didn't see that foul.
Reagan Carey pushes the ball into the front court, kicks it. Alyssa Isaac
Money.
fires,
Good
and a
shot.
nice shot. 14-foot jump shot by Alyssa Isaac. Isaac. To the right wing now. Pass inside. High off the glass and score it now for Kaylee Atkinson.
That's our third personal.
Yeah, Caden Williams picks up foul number 3. 25.1 seconds to go in the third here.
This is the free throw. Foul number 22, Millwood.
All right, the Falcons get it inbounded, 21 seconds. Carey loses it, attacking the defender, but when you do that, understand they're going to run you into a brick wall.
They are, and you realize if there's 2 defenders on you, that always means someone's open. And that person who's open needs to be able to provide a passing lane for the player, your teammate. And so
inside. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Kalia Hines with the runner. And shot is no good as time expires.
In the third quarter, with the Lady Bulldogs,
56 to 26, 30-point advantage. We'll be right back for the start of the fourth quarter. You're listening to Millwood Basketball, sponsored by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Once again, this is senior night, part 1 of our senior night. We will celebrate our seniors who play volleyball, those who won the band, and football. So y'all stay tuned for that after this game. Halfway through this fourth quarter, I'm going to ask that all the parents please head to the hospitality suite.
Time to start the fourth period of tonight's first game action. Millwood Varsity Girls in action. Sponsored by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Also sponsored by Super Prep and the Millwood Enrichment Foundation. Maurice Prince and Director of Operations A. Shannon Hayes on the call this evening. Time to start the fourth. The girls down by 30 points as Lincoln Christian outscored the Falcons 27 to 10 in the third. So on the floor for the Falcons, you got Kalia Hines, Reagan Carey, Alyssa Isaac, Caden Williams, and Raquel Hunt. And the ball's going to be knocked loose. Unfortunately, Kalia Hines is going to be called with the turnover there. Across the timeline goes Wheeler. And tracking down the errant pass there goes Kaylee Atkinson, who gets it downtown, down low to Maddie Stewart, who scores the basket. Maddie Stewart, 58 to 26 is the score. Lead increases to 22. Foul on the play there.
Foul call on number 22, Leah Moore.
So Moore getting called with the foul here. First team foul.
Destiny Johnson comes in the game for Alyssa Isaac.
So Destiny Johnson returns in for Alyssa Isaac. Kalia Hines tracked down the errant pass. The pass is going to be stolen that time by Atkinson. Atkinson goes to the basket, and a foul's going to be by Hines on the play. Hines is the only one who got back. Of course, the ball was thrown into the backcourt, and so when she didn't corral it, then that left no one there to guard the rim. So that's just an important detail that you have to pay attention to. Coach Hayes said several times that today must be a win by committee type thing. You have to attack by committee and play by committee to compete. So both free throws go down. And it's 60-26. Hines has the ball knocked free, and it's going to be off of her. Turnover forced again by Leah Moore. 60-26, 7:16 to go. Destiny Johnson picks up more. Ball on the right wing. Ball down low to Stewart. Stewart being pushed or pressed as Reagan Carey is going to end up with the steal and then a foul on the other end. So Reagan Carey comes up with the steal. Nice job by Raquel Hunt helping her with that.
Oh, 3, Stewart. I thought that was on number 22, Leah Moore.
Interesting on that. Team foul, 1 apiece. Now here they are going to be waiting for you at half court.
So that's what I'm saying. You got to come back and
ball in the hands, Raquel Hunt.
Nice. Oh,
with the runner inside the lane, shot no good.
see, on that possession, I like that they're not standing around. When you get the ball, you know what you're going to do with the ball. You're going to attack. You're going to shift.
Fouled on the scoring attempt in the lane, Maddie Stewart. Going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Foul is going to be on Raquel Hunt. That's her 3rd foul. Team foul number 2. 6:33 to go in this contest. Stewart fires, and she knocks it down. 61-26. Two of 2 she goes. Okay, the clock did not. So I'm guessing the clock did not start, so we're going to have a reset. Ball to the corner to Kalia Hines. Hines swings it in to Caden Williams. Caden Williams is going to turn it over to the lane. Maddie Stewart throws it ahead, and the shot is missed, but the putback attempt is not missed. Leah Moore scoring the basket. Ball's deflected out of bounds, and it will remain Falcon basketball. Substitution, Leah Moore comes out of the game, as well as looks like Kaylee Atkinson comes out. On the floor for the Falcons, Destiny Johnson, Caden Williams, Kalia Hines, Raquel Hunt, and Reagan Carey. Bounce pass inside. Not a clean pass, but it will remain Lady Falcons ball. All right. Ball's knocked out. It will be Falcon basketball. Reagan Carey is going to throw it in. On the other end. Ball into the corner. Reagan Carey working it around. As Raquel Hunt gets an easy basket on the interior. Kalia Hines covering Maddie Stewart. Stewart goes directly to the lane. Shot missed. Second shot missed.
I missed all of that. It looks like, I don't know if, I guess it was off Williams, but I thought it was off Stewart.
You very well may be right. Can't corral the pass ahead, the forward pass. So it's a turnover, and it will be Lady Bulldog ball. Across the timeline now goes Hines. 4:36 to go in this game. Hines dribbles it off her shoe.
Yeah, like I say, I think we're doing too much, and we still need to go back to the committee. We've got to go back to doing this as a committee.
Nice job by the defense on that one. Nice job by Kalia Hines with great ball pressure on that possession. It just comes and goes in spurts, Coach. Yeah. If the Falcons could put more of those minutes together, great things, not just good things, great things will happen. Going to work now. Ball in the hands of Alyssa Isaac. Isaac looking for airspace. Destiny Johnson careers. Corrals the air and pass.
You got three girls out here on two. Where's our other offensive person? You should be either at the top of that key
or yes, you should be there for sure. But I mean, but there are spots on the floor that's open. But you have to consistently run the set offense that you're talking about.
You do.
Whenever the players don't run the consistent offense, then you can't really even identify, and you're actually giving Lincoln a great opportunity to cash in on what they would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac over to Raquel Hunt. Raquel Hunt looking for airspace. She doesn't find any. Drive down the lane, kiss off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound by Lincoln Christian. Back to work now. On the other end, another easy basket for Lincoln Christian. 70-28. Into the lane goes Kalia Hines. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Lauren Still.
You know, the thing about it is that you see a lot of the potential, the spurts in our girls. And it's almost like the thing with, with Lincoln Christian and how the three started connecting. You start seeing the youngster and our potential in our girls. And so that tells you once it starts connecting, once they get more experience, man, the sky is the limit for them.
I was going to ask you about that. Travis is going to be the call. What do you expect from all these games like this that will help this team? I mean, there's always something you get out of it, but you were trying to allude to it a moment ago. What are things that this team will do better once they're fully healthy and fully recognize their potential?
They'll be more aggressive. They'll be more methodical in understanding how to attack, their offense. I think for the most part, defense besides rebounding, they need to kind of work on. But other than that, I mean, really and truly, a lot of the turnovers, helping them to be better in the passing lane. I think there's a lot. They are attacking the basket, but you're talking about some girls who are experienced. We put the ball on the ground. We know how to attack better. So just maturity, growth. That I think it'll be really good walking into the playoffs. Give us a chance to really try to make a good run.
On the other end, Lincoln trying to find some space to operate into the lane, trying to hit her with the Euro. Goes number 10, Leslie Traylor. So Caden Williams being called with a foul. Getting it into the score sheet tonight, Leslie Taylor, let me get that right. And White comes back in the game, and she comes in the game for Kalia Hines.
And I think that's the first time Kalia's been out of the game. So, you know.
That's right. Knocks down the free throws. 72-28. Raquel Hunt crossed the timeline now on the left wing. 2:21 to go. Drives downhill, cannot get it to fall.
You know, that spin move right there, she had a little more control in the ball spin. I mean, doing more up on the glass. I mean, it's almost there. You know, you see the potential. That's the exciting part about it. Keep doing it.
Trouble in the backcourt. Scramble for this ball.
You know, Mo, talking about our ladies Falcons. You know, we can go find some teams that we can pretty much be easy to win against.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, we can find some teams like that. But what does that do for us in terms of that? That's the one thing I like about Coach David and her staff. They don't ever blink. You know,
no, they stand up for the competition. You can sit there and say, you know, well, you're setting your girls up to be embarrassed. No, you set your girls up for a chance to be better.
Yeah.
As Reagan Carey back taps this into the backcourt, and now it's got to be chased down. A nice job at ball pressure here. Like I said, what we've seen from this team is if we could get more consistent minutes of the effort that they're displaying in the last 2-3, this is a different game. And the crazy thing about it is this team is extremely capable of doing that. Kaden Williams is going to end up leaving the ball at home this time. She did not take the ball with her. It's going to be a jump ball situation, and it will be Lady Falcon basketball. Give that girl some oxygen, Reagan Carey. She needs some.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you realize that we're heading to the Moore tournament. So we're getting ready to go against 6A, 5A teams. And there's always a game, to me, I've seen in Coach Albert, a turning point. And there'll be that turning point game, that signature game. That gives them that courage or that zeal they need to say, hey, we got this.
Or that confidence as well to get going. So that's something that you have to be very positive about, and you've seen that from her team. And right around this time is when it lines up. Reagan Carey back rims a three that time. Caden Williams with the rebound. Caden Williams turns into the lane and fires again. And Caden Williams scores it. Nice job by Caden Williams there, getting the rebound and the putback.
When you look at the starting lineup for our Lady Falcons, you really only have two that came back from last year. You replaced pretty much a lot of your scorers. And so having that is truly a challenge to try to fill that void. And I think the young ladies, you know, with Destiny, getting Caden Williams, I mean, a few of those additions, Hines coming up from the middle school.
Alyssa Isaac scores it on the other end. Nice job by Alyssa Isaac. I'm going to say Alyssa Isaac with a season high 8 points. So good to see her getting that done. Aaron pass out of bounds, 43.7 seconds to go. And the Falcons lead it by, leads down by 40 at this point. Working the ball around the perimeter now. Reagan Carey now has it. Carey trying to find airspace. There's not one. Carey goes to the basket, hits him with the runner, and Carey drops the biscuit in the basket. 72-36, 23 seconds to go. On the other end, 13 seconds to go. Leah Moore has it. Going to work the ball around, and there's a timeout called on the floor.
I think they're just holding the ball till then.
That was it. Oh, they just threw it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as it is, the game will come to an end. Score 34-72. So, Coach Hayes, real quick, as we get ready to wrap this up, guys got to get a break because I know we're about to recognize the seniors. Your overall thoughts about the game here, because you said some things that were very important at the end here of this game. David Albert's crew does not back down from the challenge. They did not have the things that they needed probably to compete in this game, but it's another lesson and another opportunity that will hopefully, because true district games don't start until the end of starting next week to the end of February, or actually to the second week in February, and then here we are really for playoffs at that point.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. When you go back and you look at the schedule and you see the teams that they pretty much have had to play against start from January 3rd. I mean, when you go back and you look at Douglas, number 2 in 4A. You got number 1 in 4A tonight. You know, you go to Bartlesville and you play against Broken Arrow. You go play against Dell City, who's like third in the state, 5A. Then you turn around and you're looking at also PCO. They got PCO coming up as well. So they've have some games that to me are good opportunities for them to see where they are. It's like, to me, I'd be afraid to be a team that goes undefeated until you get to the playoffs and you lose your first game in playoffs and you're done.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And this team has had to fight to get that done,
Absolutely.
So it's a great job for that.
Absolutely.
So we're going to turn this over right now and let them, as I say, right now they're going to recognize what's going on here tonight between the two games real quick.
Well, so, during football season, we had a really crazy rainstorm that came in our senior night. And so we ended up having to move the game up, and this is going to be too much to have a senior night for our fall sports. So we said, hey, once we get to basketball, we will find a night to do that. So tonight we are recognizing our football, our band, and our volleyball seniors tonight. And then on January 31st, we'll come back and we'll do our basketball, our cheerleaders, and any of our also some of
winter sports,
or spring sports.
Spring sports, okay. Mm-hmm. That's how that goes. So we're going to take a break. We'll take a break right now and then get ready for the boys' game in just a minute here. And you're more than welcome to watch on PPBC TV the unveiling of the seniors as they will get their award and be recognized in front of the home crowd.
Is to go to college for nursing. Up next, we got our class president, Nima Bell. Her mother, Deborah Bell. Her future is to attend an HBCU, join a band, and later become an occupational therapist. Up next, my brother, the firefighter, Xavier Benford. His parents, Nikita and Ronald Benford. His future is to get hired at the Oklahoma City Fire Department to carry on his uncle's legacy as a career firefighter. Up next, there's no other than Devontae Hutchinson. His parents, Erica Hutchinson and Devontae Hutchinson Sr. His future, he hopes to attend Jackson State and major in health administration while also marching for the Sonic Boom of the South. Up next, we got Kyria Robinson. Her mother, Crystal Monet Robinson. Her future, she wants to attend Langston University and transfer to Southern University after her freshman year of college. Next, we got Amaya Reynolds. Her parents, Tammy Reynolds and Andre Reynolds. Her future, she will be enlisted in the Army Reserves and continuing her education. Our next senior, we got Treville Sale. there is a diagnostic medical tsunami. Our next senior is Gabriel Bivens. His parents, Marcus Bivens and Shanika Wilson. His future is to go to college to play football and basketball and study journalism. Our next senior is no other than Donovan Knight. His parents, Danielle Bruner and Trent Knight. His future is to go to the University of Central Oklahoma to major in mechanical engineering. Our next senior coming up is no other than Jamar Moore. His parents, Bianca and Corey Moore. His future is to attend Felix University for computer science and mathematics. Our next senior is no other than Mark Presley Jr. His parents, Shantae Presley. His future plans is to major in business and minor in graphic design. Can y'all slide down, please? Slide down. Y'all can slide down. Our next senior is no other than Zion Roberts. His dad, Ramon Roberts, is bi-facial orange. His future plans is to go to college to pursue graphic design with an additional focus on music production. Our next senior is no other than Big Nasty himself, Jamar Green. His future is to go to school for agriculture and play college football. Our next senior is no other than Romel R2 Track. His parents were Toya Jones and Roman Track. His plan for the future is to go be in the HVAC service technician. Our next senior is Xavier D1 Thompson. He's being escorted by Nick Henderson. His plan is to go to college for football. And that concludes our senior night for those who play volleyball, for those who are in the band, and for those who play football. We appreciate the parents for making the ultimate sacrifice. Students, we appreciate you for making it this far, and we wish nothing but the best after you graduate. Thank y'all so much. Gotta go back to the stands. Senior night for basketball and cheer will be next week. You don't want to miss that. Y'all give it up for our seniors and our parents one time for the one time. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Don't be no hater, don't be no hater. Y'all gonna be here one day singing.
Welcome to Millwood Varsity Boys Basketball, sponsored by Oklahoma City Community College and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Two ranked opponents as Class 3A number 7 Lincoln Christian versus Class 3A number 1 your mighty Millwood Falcons. Now this game is important for both teams. Although it is not a district game, it will have big implications. Everyone wants to know where their team is and where they truly stack. This one will have the voters watching because it is a Class 3A top 10 match. That will tell us a lot about who's who and where they truly stand in this race. Now the Falcons entered tonight 7-5 after letting one slip away against Dale on Friday night, 57-64. The Falcons' offense stalled during the late stages of the game, and the Pirates did execute and made the shots they needed to make. Now the Falcons have shown they can play with anyone, but they must bring their A game from jump. A problem that has kind of lingered with this team is during stretch times of the game. It may happen in the first, it may happen in the second, third, or fourth period where there is a lull from this Falcon offense. Now the defense never is slacking for the most part. However, offensively, failure to execute at those key moments have been able to cost them against the leagues, some of the elite teams that they have been playing. So to get over that hump, they've got to get better at that. The Bulldogs from Lincoln Christian are 12-5 this season. They are 7-3 in their last 10 games. Recently, they were beaten by Rejoice Christian 39-45. The Bulldogs' schedule this season, they are truly battle-tested. They play well against ranked competition, and they've posted big wins over Class 3 4A Cassia Hall, who Millwood will play next week, by the way, and expect tonight, for all intents and purposes, a playoff atmosphere for this one. I'm Maurice Prince, who will be joined very soon by Director of Operations A. Shannon Hayes. So to get over those lulls, to get over those moments, you've got to play full, every minute of the game you've got to play. So in other words, you've got to play the full 32 minutes in this game to achieve the goal that you want in the spring. Now, those lulls are okay against subpar competition, but the higher the scale goes, the more important it becomes to make sure you're playing your best basketball. And that's something that this team is going to have to continually do. Now, this is really the last week of non-district play. District play really starts next week and then the first couple of weeks in February. And by the time you blink, the playoffs are here. Because this week, the first week of the playoffs, I do believe the second week of the playoffs of March this year is the Class 3A championships, or in the the second week in March. So you have to understand you've got to take and make the most of your opportunities and play at an extreme high level to get those things in play. And this team is fully capable overall of doing that, and that's something they have to have. So talking to Coach Hayes here. Coach Hayes, welcome to the set. Talking about the Falcon boys here, this team can play with anybody. This is a state championship caliber roster, state championship caliber team. But the one thing that plagues them is those 2-3 minutes in each game, whether it's the first, second, third, or fourth, where the offense doesn't click or the defense is not quite engaged, and they allow these they find themselves in tough spots against good teams. Against the teams that they're supposed to beat, there's no problem. In other words, you can get over those. Those moments don't define you. But against the team's best, the league's best, and you start playing ranked opponents, those mistakes can cost you. How does this Falcon team get over that?
You got to get your emotions out of it. And sometimes you can get so hyped up in the game that you start becoming about your shot, basically. And I'm not saying that they do it intentionally, but when you get into the game, you got to realize you got to still stay within your context because everybody wants to beat the Falcons. I mean, that's pretty much how they're setting their season based on how they play against the Falcons. And so we've got to come out with that same intensity every single night so that we can be able to do that. And I think, like I say, I mean, even with free throws. I mean, free throws, we've got to get better on our free throws. I think that's what keeps people in the game. And then when we do make those mistakes, which happens with every team, that we pretty much find ourselves in a challenging situation really at the end of the game. And so I think that's pretty much some things that we have to be able to clean up. Maturity level. I mean, you know, you're still a little young, still working with some chemistry things. But I think I think this weekend's going to be really good for us in that Moore tournament. They didn't get to go to Bartlesville, so they kind of were off for a little while. They really had a tough stretch in the tournament of champions. So there's some things there that I think this weekend to give them a chance to see where they are and really maybe a signature win to let them know, hey, we can do this.
Taking a look, here's your starting lineups for the Lincoln Christian Bulldogs. Number 0, Derek Stokes. And number 1, Chandler Cosby, the junior. And Derek Stokes is a senior, by the way. Jamie Plotch, the junior. Number 5, Isaiah Campbell. Number 10, he's a senior. And then number 30, Grayson Hampton, he's also a senior. Those are your starters for Lincoln Christian. Their head coach, of course, is Jeff Edmondson.
And then for the Falcons, we have number 1, Braylon Goins. Number 2, Isaiah Wilkes. Number 3, Amari Barrett. Number 10, Mark Presley. And number 23, Jonathan Van Buren.
Those are your starters tonight. And it's going to be interesting tonight to see how the team competes on the night. Another new lineup. And one of the things that Coach Dorian Williams is trying to look for is that perfect combination that brings the defense and allows the offense to get set. And you're bringing in tonight, like you're starting Mark Presley tonight. Mark Presley tonight is another effort guy, a guy who's good and is versatile defensively and offensively, and then doesn't hesitate about getting the ugly plays. So Brandon Goins goes in the backcourt to track down this one, and we're set to go. Number 7 versus number 1. The Bulldogs versus the Falcons. Going to work here. Ball in the hands of Van Buren on the right wing, on top to Isaiah Wilkes. Wilkes kicks it to the corner to Goins. Goins backs it up. Goins goes downhill, kicks it back out to Barrett. Barrett pulls up, mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound, controlled by. Ball's out. It will remain Falcon ball.
Yeah, and I like they're being patient. I mean, I think there was a couple times Isaiah had a shot at the 3, but they're trying to get a good high percentage shot. And so I like the rotation of the ball here early in the game.
Barrett up top. Dorian Williams making a call. Hand off to Goins. Resetting the offense. Goins backs it up, standing on the logo. Sets up to go downhill. Ball in the hands of Van Buren. Van Buren on the left. Wing pulls up just inside the three-point line. Shot scramble around. 2 misses from the Falcons early. Here comes Lincoln Christian. Ball in the hands now up top. In the hands of Cosby. Cosby to the left wing to the corner now. Steady dribble. That was Hampton has it on the left wing. Being guarded by Presley. Kick it to the corner. Shot in there by Stokes. Stokes swings it cross court. And the hand now. Deep shot by Campbell. He can't get it to fall. That 3. Rebound pulled down by Barrett. Here come the Falcons. Isaiah Wilkes to the basket. He goes. And Isaiah Wilkes, one-man scoring crew on that one. As he scores that, and the Falcons take the lead early on that one.
Yeah, I like his penetration on there. And like I say, easy laid off the glass and good way to kind of get this game started for him.
Ball in the corner now. 3-point shot up by Stokes. He can't get it to fall that time. 2 missed 3-point shots leads to outlet passes down the lane. Goins to the basket. Goins is fouled. They're going to go to the line shooting 2.
Nice pump fake. He got the defender up in the air and knowing that even if he didn't hit the basket, he'd be able to go to the line. So now here's the free throws. So let's see how we can set the pace on these free throws that seem to be costing us.
All right, so Goins at the line now. Goins back rim that one. I would call it the announcer jinx, but when that's something that they've been doing for a while, it's not an announcer's jinx. So Goins gets the second opportunity. Goins knocks down the next shot. And the Falcons are up 3-0. Dribbling up course, Stokes, double team, going to swing it. Ball back to the left wing. Ball in the hands now is Cosby, now in the hands of Stokes. Stokes setting the table for the offense tonight. Garrett covering on Plotch. Ball in the hands now of Hampton. Down to the corner. Swing. Three-point shot from the corner. That shot's no good. There by Cosby. Van Buren with the rebound that time. And on the west, going all the way to the basket with the Euro, goes Amari Barrett on the other end. So off to a great start, a blistering start here by the Falcons, getting easy baskets, attacking the rim. If Lincoln Christian wants to settle outside for the three ball right now, the Falcons are doing a good job of getting the outlet before the Bulldog defense gets set. To the basket they go.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that we definitely been good at is transition offense. And so getting the ball out to the outlets and attacking. We've always been aggressive there, and we're taking our time making sure we get the finish. So they're doing a great job of that. And, yeah, like I say, if they want to have these low percentage shots, which, they're okay at. But I think, like I say, we're packing it in, forcing them to pretty much beat it from the outside and give them one shot. And that's a great thing. Rebounding, one shot. If they do that all night, this game's going to get out of hand real quick.
All right, going back to live action now. Ball in the hands now of Cosby. To bring up another statistic after this particular sequence here. Goins picking them up half court. Ball across the timeline now. Working the ball around the perimeter. Going to swing it cross court. Now looking at the three from the corner. Ball on the block. To Plotch. Plotch now has it. Calling for it, facing up on Van Buren. Van Buren's going to let him swing it back up top to Stokes. Downhill he goes. Shot off the glass, and Stokes scores the basket.
Yeah, I think that's what that timeout was for. Hey, put that ball in the paint, put it on the ground, and stop depending on these outside shots.
And Barrett to the glass. He can't get his own shot to fall. That time he misses that one.
I don't know if that was a blocking foul or an offensive foul, but something should have called on that one. But I guess they're going to let him play on that one.
Stokes starting the offense on this possession here. To the basket he goes. Can't get it to fall. Follow through on the other one. Right there by Isaiah Campbell. 5-4. 4 straight points now coming in from the Bulldogs. Van Buren off the screen. Amari Barrett was ready to roll to the basket on that one. Van Buren pulls up, mid-range shot, and Van Buren knocks it down. Van Buren extends the lead back up to 3, 4:14 to go.
You know, and that's a lost art, that elbow shot. You know, you don't see a lot of that much anymore. And if you notice, those are kind of the first 3 shots that the Falcons took, was trying to get more of that little elbow shot right there.
All right, ball working around the elbow now. Ball up top to the corner. Falcon defense is doing a good job of rotating in man-to-man defense, trying to get it to the cutter to the basket. Falcons double team. Ball's going to be knocked loose. Amari Barrett comes away with the steal there. And on the other end, Brandon Goins scores the basket. Goins off to a good start tonight. He's got 3. So the question I have to ask is, you know, I would like to see a little bit more of Brandon Goins unleashed. He tends to let the game come to him and sometimes misses on easy opportunities. Hampton inside the lane, shot no good, rebound by Barrett.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Mo. Especially, you know, back in that Dale game, it seemed like Goins started shooting threes at the end. And it's like, to me, I think that's kind of a little too late to start really getting him involved in the game. I think he needs to get involved in the game a lot earlier, and that looks like what they're doing in this one here. And so giving him a chance to get warmer. You know, he's a senior, but giving him a chance to kind of see what he can do so that if we do get in that fourth quarter, he's not really starting it out by then, you know. So
substitutions of the night. Isaiah Wilson comes in for his first set of action along with the shooter himself, Chris Clay. 9-4 is the score right now. 3:17 to go. So Wilson across the timeline now. Falcon offense trying to get set here. Wilson backs it up. Swings it over to Wilkes. Wilkes over to Barrett. Barrett on the left wing. Now in the hands of Van Buren. Van Buren driving, kicks. Chris Clay, 3. Shot no good that time by Clay. Rebound, Bulldogs. Isaiah Wilson picking up Cosby. Now the ball in the corner to Stokes. Stokes driving down Main Street, kicks it to the corner. Back up top to the left wing, swinging it over. Ball on the left wing again. Barrett checking. Barrett. Back in the hand now. Downhill, nice penetration inside the lane. Shot no good. Rebound by Van Buren. Amari Barrett with a stutter step dribble. Can't get it to fall. Chris Clay tries to get the tap, and Chris Clay can't get it, but Barrett does. Amari Barrett going and attacking the goal. Nice job by that time. 11-4. The Falcons have spurted back out with another offensive spurt on that possession here. So nice job kicking the ball, cut it to the basket, and then it's going to be blocked on the backside here. I'm going to see if they're going to call a foul here. Two shots coming.
They called a foul on Chris Clay on that one. I missed that foul.
So Chris Clay being called with the foul. So in other words, you missed the foul on the second one because it didn't exist as much as it did on the first part. Is that might be. In other words, if you were going to call a foul, it was on the initial shot, not on the block.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
That's what
exactly.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
So it could have been a makeup call. Maybe that's what it was. It was a makeup call.
Blotch knocks down the first free throw of the night as JVB goes to the bench, and now into the game comes Corey Holman. 11-5 is the score. High arcing shot by Blotch, no good. Mari Barrett comes through with the rebound. Holman on the glass. Holman kicks. Swing to Isaiah Wilkes. Falcon offense resets. Wilkes over to Wilson. Wilson over to Clay. Working the ball around the perimeter. Barrett says, I'm going to come get it. Barrett on the left wing. Barrett drives into the lane, hits with the Euro, going to turn the ball over that time. Ball in the hands now of Crosby. Crosby holds it. Wilson tries to attack. So Blotch comes out for a breather. Now entering the game comes Brett Costi. Ball in the hands now of Stokes. Stokes. Ball's going to be stolen by Wilkes. He gets the steal, and he hammers it down.
Yeah, that was a good control on him as he continues just to watch, and it's almost like he times it. He's counting the bounces, waiting to kind of extend his hand and ensure he doesn't foul.
Three-point shot from the right wing. Shot no good. Chris Clay ends up with it this time. They kick it out. Isaiah Wilkes for 3, and 3 drains it. Isaiah Wilkes drains the 3. $16-5. The Falcons coming out tonight, Coach Hayes, like they want to make a statement.
Yeah.
Going to swing the ball around. Ball rolls around, and they're able to gain possession of the ball. Ball on the block. Now working it back up top to Stokes. Being covered by Barrett. Barrett gets his leg. Almost got a hand on it. Ball is bouncing around, and it looks like it's going to remain Bulldog basketball. Substitution.
Yeah, Coach
Josiah Mays comes into the game now for Isaiah Wilkes.
Yeah, he's rotating his bench out a lot. He's pretty much doing a lot of changes here early.
Isaiah Wilkes has 7 first-quarter points with 3.2 seconds to go. So the Falcons are going to have the chance with the ball here, 3.2 seconds to go. Going to throw it. Barrett, 2, 1. Barrett fires as time expires. Tries to kiss it off the glass. Shot no good for 3 as time expires. But the Falcons made a statement early in this one and lead by the score of 16-5. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Varsity Boys Basketball, brought to you by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Tonight's game is being brought to you by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony. 16-5 is the score. Maurice Prince and Director of Operations A. Shannon Hayes on the call tonight. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Millwood and Richmond Foundation Super Prep, OKC Sports Radio 105.3, OKC Heart and Soul 92.1, 1140, the Black Chronicle newspaper, and Power 103.5. Substitutions coming in the game now for the Falcons. So we stay with Wilson, Josiah Mays, Christopher Clay. Looks like Gabriel Bivens is in the game as well, as he will give Amari Barrett a rest early to start the quarter here. Can the Falcons maintain the intensity with this group? Let's find out. Ball's deflected. Ball's rolling around loose on the floor. Corey Holman ends up with the steal this time. Ball in the hands now of Josiah Mays. He tries to do the scoop shot. Gabriel Bivens tries to turn around with the errant mishandled pass, and Bivens cashes the check on that one there. Nice job by Bivens. He gets his first basket of the game and extends the Falcon lead now to 13. Across the timeline, now goes Hampton. First quarter shooting overall. As the ball is Corey Holman going to the ground right now again for a jump ball situation, and it will remain. It will go to the Falcons. The Falcons shot 8 of 15, 53% in the first. 7 of 12 for 2, 58%. 1 of 3 for 3, 33%. Lincoln Christian on the other side, 2 of 8 shooting, 25%, 2 of 5 from twos, 40%. Did not hit a three-point shot in the first. Back to live action now. Ball in the hands of Chris Clay. Chris Clay in the hands of Bivens now. Back in the hands of Clay, and the offense resets. Coach Williams makes a change. Bivens goes downhill. Scoop shot to the basket, shot no good that time by Bivens. So he missed that one. On the other end goes Lincoln Christian. Downhill. Lincoln Christian shot up. No good that time. Clay with the rebound on that. Ball inside to Holman. Holman bounces in. He swarms, swings it back out to Wilson. Wilson back up top to Clay, cross to Bivens, in the corner now to Josiah Mays. Wilson kicks it to the right wing. Clay has it. Clay fires the three. Josiah Mays gets the rebound, swings it back down low to Clay, and Clay is fouled. Not the greatest possession there for the Falcons on that one. Lucky enough that Josiah Mays got the rebound, and Chris Clay is going to go to the free throw line shooting too, but that was a possession where it was waiting for somebody else to get open on that one.
Yeah. Like I say, I like Josiah's crashing the boards, and Chris, instead of staying out there for that three, because right now I don't know if he's kind of in a slump on his 3-point shots, but now he's like, I'm stepping in, and I think once he can get that first two or whatever, I think that'll make him a little more comfortable and more relaxed in the game.
All right, so now going to work on the other end down here. We've got 2 new players in the game for the Falcons. Braylon Bradshaw's in the game, as also is Bryce Brown. So Chris Clay and Brown putting on pressure right now. Across the timeline. Coach Dorian has told the team to get their hands up. Nobody's listening, and they should have listened, as Chase Job knocks that one down. A 3-point shot knocks the lead back down to 10. Bryce Brown now has it. Brown Swings it over to Bivens. Bivens turns and fires from 3. He can't get the shot to fall. Josiah Mays once again with the rebound and the putback. It's a nice job, Josiah Mays doing that. Doing work on the glass. Falcon lead back up 2. So now going to work. Steal by Chris Clay. Clay going to the basket. Clay can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down. And it's going to be a jump ball situation.
Ooh.
I don't know about that one.
I'll take it, even though, I mean, hey, I thought that was a foul over the back.
So on that end, set to go here. Ball in the hands now. Working the ball across the perimeter now. Stokes kicks it outside. 3-point shot from the corner by Campbell, and he knocks it down. And the Bulldogs are starting to heat up now. Ball lead back down to 10. And on the other end, Braylon Bradshaw gets an easy basket on the Bivens assist. Brown being covered now by Cosby. To the corner. Ball on the left wing. Ball back to the corner. 4:19 to go. Falcon defense is being gritty right now. Kick back out top. Swinging it. Stokes for 3 from the corner. And Stokes drains another one. That's 3 straight 3-point shots. And Coach Dorian has had enough. Whole new unit coming in after this play on the next dead ball situation. Bradshaw drives to the basket, drives contact, and will go to the free throw line shooting 2. But 3 consecutive 3-point shots from the Bulldogs. They worked it. They tried to work it inside, could not find it. Kick, 3-point shot. And that seems to be the formula that they've been riding for a while.
Yeah, and I guess they're trying to maybe pull us out of the lane. They're packing it in and seeing what we can do. So now those 3-point shots are starting to fall. And so, but I do like, on a couple of those 3-point shots, man, we got the ball in transition and got a layup on the other end. So I think if we continue to keep a tempo, I think it'll be really good for our boys as we continue on. And Coach Dorian is his rotation. I mean, he's pretty much bringing somebody in almost every minute. And so wearing the legs down of Lincoln Christian.
So Braylon Bradshaw knocks down the free throw there. So Braylon Bradshaw, 24-14 is what the score is. 3:50 to go. Ball in the hands now of Isaiah Campbell. They're going to throw the ball away. And it will be Falcon basketball. What you have to like about that starting unit is everybody from the starting unit scored in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Braylon Bradshaw tries to track down the errant pass. It's going to be a steal this time by the Bulldogs. Goins stepping back out against Cosby. Van Buren sells out for the steal. Ball goes into the front row of the team, of the fans over there. But again, the Falcons making a move, maximum effort. That's something you got to be excited about if you're watching for the Falcons' energy level.
Yeah, those uniforms are white. They're not going to be white by the end of the night, the way they're getting on the balls on the ground. And so it'd be a good reason to want to have to wash them. So I like their intensity.
And what a block there as that shot was going up by Campbell and blocked by Isaiah Wilkes, showing he's still got some hops. On the end, getting an easy basket on the other end. Costi gets that one to fall. 24-16 is the score. Barrett to the right wing. Ball in the hand now of Goins, who swings it on a backdoor pass. Barrett got a beautiful opportunity there, and he can't believe he missed it. What a pass by Braylon Bradshaw. Braylon Bradshaw says, yeah, I got them skills.
Yeah, and like I say, Braylon getting back in the chemistry and trying to get in the groove of things. And so, that was a good pass by Braylon. And then I guess he was so shocked that he missed it that he ended up getting a foul out of it. But I like the ball movement.
Bradshaw comes out and Presley returns. Going to be another errant pass here. It's going to be a steal by Stokes this time.
We get the steal and we turn the ball right back over.
So going back to work, the ball up top now in the hands of Job. Sidestep three-point shot. Rolls around, does not fall, kick back out. Stokes fires another three. He can't get it to fall. No one's controlling. Isaiah Wilkes tries to, and now Amari Barrett now has it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Barrett wants the call, but just good pressure defense by Campbell there.
Yeah, I think it was a little more physical, but I guess he's letting them play on that one. Sometimes you can't outrun it, pull the ball, pick that ball up, get it better under control, and we've turned the ball over a couple of times here. We need to get back a good offense.
Stokes, Presley stepping out on him. Stokes wants to go downhill. Presley covering. Presley gets his arms up. Nice job on defense. Presley ends up covering that one. Swing pass over to Wilkes. Wilkes, stutter steps. Mid-range shot, no good. Van Buren battling. Ball in the hands now. Presley, who scores it.
And if you notice, you watch the boys are spacing in their lanes that they run when they're coming down on offense. Very disciplined in there, and I like the way that they continue to do that and keep the ball spreaded.
Ball is loose. Going to be stripped on the play. Van Buren gets credit for the steal. Van Buren goes with the Euro step and draws contact in the lane. So the foul's going to be called against Stokes.
Yeah, he was not set on that play.
So is it two shots or was it on the ground?
I think it was on the ground.
On the floor?
Okay.
I
think it was on the floor, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ball in the hand now. Barrett tries to catch the easy money. Foul on the floor. So Job with the foul on that one. Team foul number 4. Shot by Van Buren is no good. Barrett tries to get the rebound there. Here comes the Bulldogs. Bulldogs swing it to the hands right now of Campbell. Campbell being covered by Goins. Stokes now up top to Blotch. Stokes gets the screen, shoots off the screen, shot no good. Rebound by Campbell. Shot from the corner. This time Isaiah Wilkes with the rebound, and on the other end, Amari Barrett for 3.
That's what I'm talking about, those lanes and the spacing, and they know where everybody's at. That's how you can be able to get, even on a made basket, be able to continue to transition to a layup.
All right, going to work right now. Going to move the ball. Going to swing it, and there's going to be contact in the lane. So Mark Presley being called with the foul there. Team foul number 2. Plotch comes out and gets the ball. Being covered by Van Buren. Plotch falls down, and they're going to call him for steps on the ground this time.
Yeah, Lincoln got a break because we was on a fast break. So
So, again, the officials trying to, okay.
No.
I have no idea what just took place here. 11.6 seconds to go before the end of the first half. 28-16 is the score. .11 seconds on the clock. Isaiah lets it roll to half court before picking it up with 10 seconds on the clock. Presley now has it to the corner to Barrett. Back up top to Wilkes. You know Wilkes wants the last shot. Wilkes, there's an offensive foul on the screen there against Goins. So 3.6 seconds to go. And now it looks like Costi is going to inbound the ball. Costi throws it up, and a lot of heat up on that one, and then driving to the basket with the scoop shot as time expires at the end of the first half. 28-16 is the score. We will be back for the start of the second half. But first, the Millwood and Richmond halftime report comes up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Basketball, brought to you by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and who wants to win $10,000? First of all, you got to be a high school senior in the Oklahoma City Metro. Second of all, you got to hit that QR code down at the bottom. Third of all, this is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores and Perry Publishing Broadcasting. And don't forget Superprint.
Sometimes I did the same. Using my time fully the same. The same that turned into a deep depression. Found myself screaming in a hotel room. I didn't want to self-destruct. The ease and looseness all around me. So I went running for answers.
Welcome back to the Millwood Enrichment Foundation Halftime Report. The Millwood Enrichment Foundation is raising $35,000 to help take care of their teachers, scholarships for its students. Maybe there's a student that has food insecurity. Maybe there's some clothing needs. Maybe some winter clothes are needed to help enhance their experience to make sure they can get to school safely. These are things that the Millwood Enrichment Foundation does and specialize on. It is not donations directly to the athletic department. This is going to enhance the situation for all Millwood students overall. Just want to put it out there. You want to make that donation, open up Cash App right now, $ Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. 5, 10, it's 25 for 25. How about that? Make that donation now and help the children and students here at Millwood. So looking at the first half, Millwood shot 12 of 25 in the first half, 32%. On the other side, the opponents, Lincoln Christian shot 6 of 19, which is also 32%. So Millwood shot 1 of 6 from 3, 17%. Millwood had 16 rebounds, 4 turnovers, 4 assists, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line at 75%. That's the overall looking at the numbers from that standpoint. The opponents, okay, Lincoln Christian, I already told you they shot 32%. They did shoot 11 three-point shots, 3 of 11, 27%. So in rebounds overall, Millwood, they had 7. So Millwood was +9 in the rebound category. Lincoln Christian had 5 turnovers, 4 assists, and only had 2 appearances at the free throw line, going 1 of 5 from that mark. Isaiah Wilkes was a high scorer at 8 points in the game in the first half. So if you're the Falcons, both teams are well up under their average of scoring. The Falcons average about 63 points per game, where Jeff Edmondson's Bulldog team averages just about 60. So this game was going to be close by the numbers, but right now Lincoln Christian has not found the switch or the heat switch to get their three-point shots to fall here in Oklahoma City today. Where Millwood, on the other hand, has just been dominating the glass. +9 in rebounds overall, Coach Hayes. That's really the story of the game. Running out, getting opportunities, and controlling the boards is really what's doing it for them.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, when you look at, when I was talking about their transitioning offense, I mean, they're playing lanes, they're keeping spacing, and they're scoring quick. And sometimes, but I think they're still trying to figure out chemistry. You know, you started with a new starting 5. I mean, so now, you know, Mark Presley hadn't started the whole year. So now you're bringing him in, and how does that look? Braylon, bringing him in, allowing him, you know, that nice pass that he had to Barrett that ended up, he didn't make the layup. So I think there's still some chemistry trying to work to see what different sets will help against different types of defenses, different type of speeds and agility and what you're dealing with on your opponent. So I think in a good thing, I mean, I think it's they're doing well. The turnovers and opportunities and some of those, still got to clean a little bit of those up because you're getting high percentage shots. I mean, so if you're getting to the basket, you got to finish what you started. And I think that will hopefully, as they gel better and figure out what works, they'll see a lot better now.
Yeah, and to me, that's a very important factor. I love everything that you said there. But what stood out to me is still working out chemistry issues, making sure that you get it, but working the ball around. the start of the game, the Falcons looked one way. They still didn't finish the same way they started because of the chemistry and things like that. So to me, you're right. Finding ways to attack with those different groups is going to be important and key. And they're still scoring off turnovers, and a lot of those things are all important. And they've been doing that well. And if to me, they are willing, the Falcons are willing to allow Lincoln to shoot those one-shot threes and then not be able to, if they don't want to hit them, then allowing them to run up the floor and get that easy transition basket. And even though Isaiah Wilkes is a high scorer, to me, the catalyst for everything the Falcons did well, and that first half was centered around Amari Barrett. Barrett in the first half had 6 points, 6 rebounds in the game. And to me, anytime you have a guy flirting around with a double-double, that's an important cog in the game tonight. JVB with the ball up top. Original starters back on the floor. Barrett swings it out to the corner. Braylon Goins for 3, and Goins gets it going with a 3-point shot to start off the first half.
And basically, that's almost the same thing they did at the beginning of the game. It was almost like Coach said, hey, you got to pass the ball 5 times before you make a shot. Or, you know, we're gonna go all the way through our play, go through every position of it before you start looking for your shot. And I think that was really what they did even on that, being patient and allowing your opportunities to get a set feet and get a good shot on Goins.
I think that's an important detail. You bring that up because one of the things is in the game against Dale, the offense got stagnant. It became, one on whatever. I hate saying hero ball, but that's exactly what it was. Hero ball shuts down good basketball. And it looks like they're going to say the ball, Presley stepped out of bounds. If not, the Falcons are going to be out. But to your point, run through the complete offense. Be patient with the offense because that makes everybody on the floor accountable for everyone that's here. If I can just rear back and know that you're going to pass the ball only to a couple of guys, that means that I have the advantage because defensively I can scheme you better to stop you. And Stokes drives down Main Street and scores on that one. Going back to work, Jonathan Van Buren on the other end. He can't get the shot to fall. Battling underneath. Looks like Stokes came up with it. Nope, Isaiah Wilkes ends up pulling that shot out. Inside to Presley. Presley kisses off the glass and scores off the Amari Barrett assist.
And I'm glad he was patient. He could have had that 3-point shot, and that's what I'm talking about. When we're patient, we have so many more better opportunities for us to score. As they say, a better high percentage shot.
Ball up top, Stokes being covered by Barrett. Barrett nearly knocks the ball free, but Stokes with the blow-by to the basket and scores. Kick to the corner. Isaiah Wilkes up fakes, drives inside, kisses it off the glass. Does not get the shot to fall, but he will get 2 shots on that one. So Stokes gets his second foul, but coming to the line now goes Wilkes. Wilkes, 8 first-half points, looking for points 9 and 10 to get into double digits. 5:51 to go. Misses the first one.
If we can go 50-50, I'll take it.
Well, like I said, are you surprised, or how much of a surprise is it for you, a team that has so much talent really struggles from the free throw line?
Yeah, it does. It shocks me because, it looks like they work on those elbow free throw type shots based off of the first 3 to 4 shot selections that they did at the beginning of the game.
Isaiah Wilkes with the steal that time. Goes to the basket, he gets the steal, and cashes in the deal. Wilkes, first Falcon in the double digits right now. 36-20 is the score. Bounce pass up to Plotch. Swing it back out. Plotch looking for airspace, finds none. Mark Presley steps out on him. Van Buren now steps out against Cosby. Stokes. Looking. Stokes kicks it to the corner. Wide open 3-point shot from in front of the Bulldog bench. And that shot falls for Campbell. On the other end. Ball in the hands of Presley. Van Buren drives in the lane and lays it in nicely. Van Buren jumps in the air off a wonderful assist by Mark Presley.
Yeah, and Mark wasn't used to that. He wasn't used to that pass. I mean, like I say, getting used to this team is pretty much, or this set 5 young men on the floor. He's getting in there, and I like that he's having an opportunity to do that. I think he brings some physicality and some other things to the game.
Another three-point shot by Campbell. That's 6 in the second half right now by Campbell. He knocked down another one. And just when you think every time the Falcons will extend the lead, a big-time three-point shot falls by the Bulldogs. Going to work right now. Barrett lines up a deep shot of his own. He can't get it to fall, but Mark Presley contorts his body and kisses it off the glass. Timeout on the floor. What a job there.
And I just talked about that physicality that Mark brings to the floor. And I think that was just an example of that. Crashing the boards hard. I think that physicality from football, he can transition it here into the court. And so that gives him another dimension.
Right. What I like about Mark Presley is he's not just a conventional basketball player. You're saying he's transitioning in. He's a guy also with enough elite skill talent to make the odd shots good. I can tell you right now, nobody wants you to shoot the ball with your back to the basket, 3 feet out. You're not really looking at it, but you're going to turn and reach behind you and lay it up off the glass while you're in the air. Who's going to do that?
Well, when you're a senior, you get away with some few things.
Okay,
so.
not all. But see, okay, listen. If I did something like that, you guys are gonna have to give me a spare microphone because I'm gonna be down for a week. I mean,
well, as long as you make it, we'll pull you off the floor afterwards, but as long as you make it.
Okay, so that'd be my only shot. In other words, that's just what that is. But that's a skill and a talent that definitely takes place. 40-26 is the score. 14-point advantage right now for the Falcons. And it looks like we got substitution as Mark Presley's going to come out of the game right now. And Javier Richards comes in for his first action. Javier Richards is another X-factor guy. There's a lot of things he can do well. Some things he does well on defensive matchup. He's got height. He's got length. He can do a lot of those same things. Interested to see how he will respond in the game now. Richards providing backcourt pressure against Stokes. Richards going to block the shot, going to get a foul on that one as Stokes got ahead of him. Richards tried to recover, but Stokes had the advantage. So foul's going to be called against Javier Richards there. Both teams with 1 foul apiece. Now Stokes to the free throw line shooting 2 now. Stokes at the line. Misses the first one. He gets one more. Knocks down the shot. 13-point advantage now. Goins throws it up to Wilkes. Wilkes finds a crease, drops it down low to Javier Richards, and scores. Nice play by Wilkes. Javier Richards touches the glass and lays it in nicely. Pass to the corner, driving in the lane, kicking it. Shot from the outside wing by Job. Shot no good by him. Rebound by Goins. Too much pepper on the pass, or the pass is deflected out of bounds. It will be Falcon basketball. 3:30 to go before the end of the third.
And you notice the only thing that they changed about this starting 5 was bringing in Javier, and I think Mark is kind of having some issues with his knee, and so he continues to bring, even like I say, another dimension, and so that's a good thing to seeing him come that far and to be able to be a part of it. So I like some of the substitutions that Coach Williams is doing here.
Barrett rises high, can't get the shot to fall. Shot is deflected out of bounds, and it looks like we've got contact underneath. There's going to be a foul called. So the foul's going to be against Chase Job. And Isaiah Wilkes is going to throw it in. Ball in the hands now of Richards. Swings it cross court over to Goins. Goins backs it up. Ball in the hands of JVB. Van Buren. Bounce pass inside to Barrett. Swing. Cutting through the basket. Ball is deflected out of bounds. But a nice object there as Barrett was prepared to dump it down to a cutting, slashing to the basket, Isaiah Wilkes on that play. Luckily for Lincoln Christian, they deflected the ball out on that one.
And if you notice, they're playing more team ball. It's one of those things.
Van Buren scores on the inbound play as Isaiah Wilkes drops it in there nicely.
They're not ISO. They're looking for opportunities to get an assist, and so I'm liking the team. I'm liking the way everybody's trying to get everybody engaged. Like you mentioned, how everybody scored on that starting five in that first quarter. That means there's distribution. There's opportunities instead of just being one high person and everybody else is on the floor just assisting. So I like that. I like what they're doing. They're doing a lot better than they did against Dale is pretty much what we're seeing.
All right, so Van Buren knocks that shot down. So so 45-27 as Barrett gets a breather for Gabriel Bivens, who comes in the game. Bivens, timeout called here by Coach Edmondson. He's going to call a timeout right here. So it looks like it's a 30-second timeout right now. So 45-27 is the score. A lot of conversation can be had here because you're seeing contributions for the entire list of players. When you got everybody in the scoring column, that means you're in the offensive flow. I love what you said there because if you're getting full offensive possessions, a true basketball team, everyone's a threat. There is not one person that you can say, oh, they're not going to touch the ball, therefore I'm not making the offense run through just one person, two person. It's making you have to cut the floor. And when you spread the floor out, it opens up for every player to have an opportunity to score. And 9 times out of 10, to what you said, the offensive possession will be a higher percentage just because of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you do. When you move your offense, you look for the open gap, the weakness, the back door, whatever it may be, or the defender who cheats and doesn't continue to move their feet. If you continue to work your offense, you're going to recognize that, and that's where you will attack and get a good percentage shot for your team.
Inbound pass to Plotch. Plotch being covered by Bivens. And another timeout called right now by Coach Edmondson. Undoubtedly, there must be some lack of execution on that. So, in other words, guarding the inbound play, the Falcons have done a good job of getting everybody also involved. But while we're talking about the offensive end, let's talk about that Falcon defense. The Falcon defense has regulated and taken away basically the efficiency of this Lincoln Christian offense. They're resorting to more three-point shots and breakdowns in the Falcon defense to be effective. And to me, that stands out quite a bit because once you do that, once you make it difficult for the for that other team and take away what they want to do, it's no different than football. Football, you have a team that are stronger normally in passing or running the ball. As a team defense, you want to take away their first option and make them do the thing they're most uncomfortable with. In basketball, you can say, well, you're making them shoot the three. Well, making them shoot the three is cutting down on team efficiency because Lincoln Christian is being forced to take shots that maybe they wouldn't. So I think kudos also has to be made, Coach Hayes, to the Falcon defense, holding Lincoln Christian overall as it stands right now in the game, 10 of 24, 42% shooting overall in the game. So they've taken 14 3-point shots, 10 2-point shots. So you're making them shoot the ball probably more from where they really don't want to be effective in this game and to stay in it.
Yeah, and actually, like I say, the defense and the rotations, the substitutions that we're doing, we're bringing in. It's almost like you're taking the defense to a different level, and Lincoln is not able to adjust to that.
All right, going to work now. The ball in the hands now of Cosby. Cosby swings it over to the corner to Campbell. Campbell being covered by Bivens. Screen. Campbell sets for a three-point shot. Misses that one. Nice rebound there by Cosby. Dump down. Ball back in the hand now of Cosby on the right wing, who kicks it to the corner. Coach Edmondson telling the team to rotate. In the lane, a hook shot by Campbell is no good. Rebound pulled down by Van Buren on that one. And then Isaiah Wilkes for three.
Yeah, that, like I say, that's due to some great defense that turns into good offense, and so that's what you like to see.
This can be called at this point the efficiency game, because the efficiency on both the offensive and the defensive team unit right now by the Falcons has been very impressive. Deep three-point shot by Campbell that time. Shot that one almost from the parking lot. He got that one to fall. Lead back down to 18. Isaiah Wilkes up top. Jonathan Van Buren works himself down the lane and shoots it from the box and gets that one to fall off the Isaiah Wilkes assist. Jonathan Van Buren with 9 on the night. Isaiah Wilkes' night is just continuing to get better and better. 14 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds on the night.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm liking the distribution. I'm liking their and without Amari Barrett on the floor, so that's even more
impressive.
Exactly.
Going to work now. Pull up shot by Campbell. 3-point shot. He can't get it to fall. Javier Richards gets the rebound, but unfortunately he ended up pushing somebody down to get it.
Yeah. But, you know, for Lincoln Christian, I mean, you got to know where Stokes and Campbell is. 0 and 10. You got to know those are the two shooters. I liked how Javier closed out on him. They collapsed back, but I think you ought to always know where the shooter is. I think if we wasn't collapsing and we stayed on him, I think the score would be a little bit more extended than where it is now.
3-point shot again by Campbell. And going to work now. Ball's deflected out of bounds, and it looks like it will be Falcon basketball. Lead down to 20. 50-30. 16.2 seconds to go. Maurice Prince and Director of Operations A. Shannon Hayes on the call. Tonight's game, of course, is being sponsored by OCCC and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Isaiah Wilson comes across the timeline now. Ball in the hands as Barrett has it. Bivens over to Javier Richards. Up top to Barrett. Barrett stutter steps. He's going to get called for traveling there. So Barrett getting called for steps.
And coach is fussing at him because that's not what he was supposed to do. Sometimes when you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you get caught. and that's pretty much what happened.
Unfortunately, that's most of the time. Ask a lot of the kids when they were younger. Yeah, you wasn't doing what you were supposed to do. You got caught.
You got caught.
Substitution coming in the game. Hampton comes in the game now for Costi. Stokes swings it. 1 second. 3-point shot by Campbell, and he nails it from half court. What a shot by Campbell.
Yeah, wow. I got to stand up on that one. That was a really good shot. Know where the shooters are.
Yeah, you do. And there are certain players and athletes, when you ask them where is their range, the floor is their range. Mm-hmm. You pick them up straight from half court.
Yep.
So as we get ready for the fourth here, leads down to 17. But to that point, I was making the statement, Lincoln Christian has shot total shooting overall tonight, 28 shots. 17 3-point shots, 11 2-point shots. Now, they're 7 of 17, and believe it or not, most of those points are all from the three or coming from Isaiah Campbell. That young man is razor sharp when shooting the ball from deep.
Yeah,
Isaiah Campbell has been. So you can say that he's the factor on that. Mm-hmm. The Falcons, on the other hand, have done just the opposite. 35 shots tonight, 27 of them are twos, 8 of them are threes. Better shot selection, better efficiency has allowed the Falcons to build the lead. Now, you got to do this with different players on the floor, so we're going to get another chance to see another new player in the game right now. So in the game, Jamari Moore is in the game for the first time tonight. And he'll be on the floor with, so who is out?
Chris Clay.
Javier Richards.
Yeah, Javier's out.
Bivens is out.
Bivens is out, and also is Stevens.
All right, I got you. So now going to work right now. Ball up top. Stokes being covered. Ball in the hands of Campbell. Somebody got to step out on Campbell now. Ball on the right wing. Ball on the hands of Cosby. Swings it back over to Stokes.
So they're playing a zone right now.
So ball, working the ball around the perimeter now. Richards stepping out again. Campbell working the ball around the perimeter. They're looking for any daylight right now. The Falcon defense isn't spotting any. Up fake. Ball back up top to the right wing. Up top of the circle to Stokes. Ball on the left wing. Back up top. Swing it to the corner. Stokes looks at the three. Fires at three. This time he can't get that three to fall. Nice rebound that time by Williams.
Give him another shot.
And they gave him another shot, and this time Williams does not miss. 36-50, 14-point advantage. Lincoln Christian trying to fight their way back into it. Barrett now has it. Barrett. Javier Richards. Barrett ends up with it on the errant pass. Swings it down low to Jamari Moore. Jamari Moore tries to get it. Ball's going to be thrown out of bounds. So it's going to be a block by Lincoln Christian on that play. So the Falcons to inbound the ball, 6:49 to go. Ball in the hands of Barrett. Swings it over to Christopher Clay in the hands of Javier Richards on the left wing. Back up top to Barrett. Barrett drives and has the ball stolen from him this time. Pushing the ball goes Hampton. Ball in the corner, swing it back out. Stokes now has it above the circle. Stokes spins into the lane. Tries to get the shot off the glass, draws contact, and will go to the free throw line. So Isaiah Wilson getting called with the foul. First team foul of the second half.
Yeah, as long as you got, for Lincoln Christian, as long as you've got Campbell and Stokes, you always still got a chance.
Yeah, you do. Stokes knocks down the free throw, but that cuts the lead down to 13. See, all Lincoln Christian wants to do at this point is get it under 10. Mm-hmm. You get it under 10, that means the Falcons will be tested. So now we're doing something here. Coach Dorian Williams is really going to roll the dice here. He's going with Josiah Mays, so there are no true starters on the floor right now. And Stokes knocks down the free throw there. So now it's a 12-point lead right now. Ball in the hands of Josiah Mays over to Javier Richards to Christopher Clay. Over to Wilson. Wilson steps back. He's looking. And Wilson draws a contact that time. Foul against number 1, Chandler Cosby on that one. Foul number 2. Going to work, Chris Clay to inbound the ball. Javier Richards has the pass deflected into the lane. Javier Richards tries to force it. He can't get the fall. And they're going to throw it back out. Chris Clay gets another chance at it. Nice job by the Falcons there.
Yeah, good hustle. Good hustle, definitely. I thought Javier had a really good shot there, and I thought it was going to come down.
Back on the defensive end. Campbell kicks it to the corner. Back up top to Cosby. And Jamari Moore is going to foul Kenan Williams on the baseline. Team foul number 2. So Jamari Moore comes out. Corey Holman comes in. Ball inbounded to Campbell. Josiah Mays steps out on him. Stokes now has it. Chris Clay picks him up. 5:33 to go. Steady dribble up top. Ball on the right wing goes to the basket. Are they going to count the basket for him that time?
Mm-hmm.
So Stokes gets the basket this time. And the foul's going to be called against Javier Richards here. That is his third foul. And it's a 10-point margin. 5:27 to go. Lots of time left.
I think Coach Williams has a strategy here.
Going to put the ball in the hand of Christopher Clay. Well, one thing you have to talk about in this modern age, everybody wants to talk about minutes and do I get to play meaningful minutes. You know, this is a game this is meaningful minutes as Isaiah Wilson breaks the defense down, tries to get the shot off. He couldn't get it off. Going to swing it back out. Clay inside the lane, and they're going to call traveling on the call for him. But what I wanted to was trying to point out is a lot of times everybody's talking about, well, I didn't get any minutes. I didn't get a chance to play when it mattered. I didn't get a chance to do that. So situations where coaches do something like this, when no true starters are on the floor with a lead against a good team, you're getting meaningful minutes right now. You're getting the experience to see what you do against other teams. One, you say you're good enough, here's your chance to prove it. So when I have you on the floor and the team can, in other words, the coach is building up ammunition for the decisions that I make. When players get upset and question things a lot of time, it's about how do you play when the game is on the line. Christopher Clay now has it on the left wing. Clay breaks the defense down, kicks it to the outside, and here comes Hampton. Isaiah Wilson retreats. Hampton goes to the basket. He cannot score that time. And contact underneath the lane. And as we said before, here comes a complete new platoon squad. Foul's going to be called against Christopher Clay.
I'm going to give you 50% of that. Let me tell you why.
50%?
I'm going to give you 50%.
Come on, Coach.
You did a good job. It was a great speech. But you said something in the beginning that you talked about winning those close games, being able to finish and understanding how to think and be able. This is a team that basically beat Cassia Hall, who's like the third team in the state right now.
Right.
And so we get a chance now to see if our boys can come in and be able to win a game real close against a really good team. And so that's my thought. You know, we got, like you're right. You get a chance.
Oh, what a nice reverse underneath the basket there by Cannon Williams.
But you get a chance to be able to get some minutes for some people that may say, hey, I don't get an opportunity. But also, this is a good experience for some of your starters to see, hey, guys, you need to learn how to win those close games. As we transition closer to playoffs, these games and where we're going to be going out in some deep, dark locations and things, you got to be able to handle your composure. You can't let the referees get them. You got to do your free throws, and you got to learn how to finish.
Yeah, all those things check the box. You know, I'm not going to debate the person that's here every day. I'm just going to just say that shot is missed there by Presley. Rebound pulled down. Here come the Bulldogs. Driving into the lane, kicking it to the corner. Ball nearly stolen. Hampton has it in the corner, being trapped by Goins. Campbell being covered by Amari Barrett. Down low, shot by Hampton. Hampton's three goes over the backboard. Shot no good that time. So 7-point advantage, 3:27 to go. Here comes Isaiah Wilkes. He's got 14 points on the night. He's got points in every frame. Let's see if he can get some here going in the fourth. Jonathan Van Buren. Van Buren tries to get the ball in, and Van Buren not able to get that shot up. So that shot was missed there. Now back to work right now. At the free throw line goes Jonathan Van Buren. Van Buren misses the free throw. To your point, Coach, you made the comment about learning how to win in winning situations. That means under 3 minutes to go, you're knocking down your free throws. Under 3 minutes to go, you're being tested more. So, I mean, as a coach, you have a mentality that I just didn't see in that one, because honestly, it could be looked at one way, but more than likely that's what he's doing here more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, because you talked about it. You were like, okay, he put a whole different group in that's probably not even in the first 8 to 9 of your players. You pretty much went deep in your bench and put in for it, and then you went to a zone, and so you did some things that you hadn't done at all. So that's why I say when you look at this, okay, what is it? What are we trying to get out of it? So he's trying to battle test our kids, which they need this adversity. And so I think that's kind of the thing. Like I say, right, you do get minutes. But, yeah, we need to see how do we do. How do we, when the game's closed, you had an opportunity for free throws. You missed the layup. You turned the ball over. I mean, so, and these are the people that we are our starting five. And so I think it's it's a good strategy to kind of see. I mean, winning by 20 on a team, the whole entire game, it's not going to give us what we need. So let's dial it back. Let's make it close.
That's where that line comes in that they often say you learn more from a loss than you do in a win.
Exactly.
It's made by those statements there because winning by 5 is just as important as the win itself, but executing to get the guys experience is probably more valuable than anything else that can be said.
You can only make situational in practice about that much. But when you're in a game, you can make it a lot more of a situational that you can, putting so much time on the clock, putting the score 51-43.
And let's just be honest. What you really want to do right now is situational ball because you only have one time in the playoffs to get it right or wrong where bad things or good things can happen. So Mark Presley going to get called for the foul here, and so now we've put Lincoln Christian in the bonus. So they're going to go to the free throw line shooting 2 fouls here, 2 free throws. At the line will be Chase Job at the line right now. And that's an important details to put into play right now because Job knocks down the free throw. So with one more, it'll be down to a 6-point margin here. And he knocks down both his free throws. 6-point margin, slowly but surely. Lincoln Christian trying to get a win against number 1. This is number 7 versus number 1. Van Buren now has it. Ball enhanced to Mark Presley. And a nice look inside by JVB. Mark Presley now with 8 points in his first initial start with the starting unit tonight. Very impressive. Van Buren has 10 points on the night. Pass, nobody watching. Down low, Isaiah Campbell with the easy basket. And we're right back to a 5-point margin. Swing it up top. Amari Barrett over to Brandon Goins. Pass is deflected. It's going to be a steal here by Lincoln Christian. Ball in the hands now being covered by Wilkes. 2:12 to go. Pass nearly stolen. Stokes on the flyby. It rolls around and down. So 3-point margin here now. So Isaiah Wilkes working the ball around. The ball in the hands now of Wilkes up top the circle. Amari Barrett up fakes, drives down, tries to kiss it off the glass. He can't get it. Presley doesn't get it, and then Presley does get it.
Extend the lead to 5. Falcon timeout, 60-second timeout.
So now you're getting more situational here.
Yeah, you do. You do. So the lead remains 5 points, 1:42 to go. So now Coach Williams has his team complete attention. The momentum by all stretch of the imagination is in the hands of the Bulldogs. They've outscored the Falcons 17-5 in the fourth. So, this is one that when we call it a stall in the offense. Things have changed. And so now it's a different style of ball. We're going to see Javier Richards come in the game now. So this is our lineup. So Jonathan Van Buren takes a quick seat here. So Van Buren is out and Javier Richards is in. 55-50. Where it stands right now.
And I like Javier. I like his extension. He brings another level. So it's almost like, hey, can we look at giving him some time to where possibly as we get in the playoffs, foul trouble. That's another thing. Foul trouble kind of,
dictates the lineup as well.
Exactly. So you want to try to see what can happen. What if we don't have Van Buren? What if Amari fouls out? Where are we? What can we do? And we want to depend on the rest of our bench to get us through that victory.
All right, going down the stretch here. Pass in the hand. Stokes now has it. Swing across court. Amari Barrett sold out to almost get that. Almost pulled it away. Amari Barrett looking every bit like a free safety on that one. Now, the only problem is, had he not deflected it, there would have been a player underneath the goal wide open. And Stokes drives to the basket and drives contact in the lane and will go back to the free throw line with 1:25 to go.
So they're doing the same type that Dale did. Dale kept attacking us, going to the basket. The only difference is Dale was making it and getting an and one. So if we try to compare situational here, you know, that would be the one thing that I'm noticing in this game, that they're continuing to attack with a person who's a pretty good free throw shooter. You know, like I say,
Stokes knocks down the first one.
Stokes and Campbell are your two best players, and pretty much they're going to use them to help them possibly chip into the lead. Now we're down to a 4-point, possibly a 3-point lead.
Stokes goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line, and it's a 3-point game with 1:25 to go. Number 7 pressing number 1 in Class 3A. 1:16 to go. Ball in the hands of Amari Barrett. Barrett drifts to the corner, back up top to Goins. Goins backing it up, swings it over to Isaiah Wilkes with 1 minute on the clock. The Falcons do not have to score here. Barrett up fakes, back in the hands of Goins, back in the hands of Wilkes. And a foul is finally called here against number 1, Chandler Cosby. Team foul number 3, or team foul number 4, I'm sorry.
And if I'm Lincoln Christian, I'm going to foul you again.
With 51 seconds to go. So now Javier Richards comes out of the game, and we insert
I'm going to put you on the free throw line.
Jonathan Van Buren. And we're getting more substitutions. So Gabriel Bivens is in the game now.
Oh, no, he didn't go in.
Oh, he did not go in. Okay. So it's Chris Clay in for Mark Presley. 55-52. Isaiah Wilkes does have it now. Wilkes being guarded by Campbell. 46 seconds. Campbell bounce pass over to Goins. Goins looks at the lane, gets it back to Wilkes. And finally, Isaiah Campbell fouls Wilkes. So with that foul now, that will put the Falcons at the free throw line shooting 2. Javier Richards at the table, ready to come in. Right now, Wilkes is at the free throw line. Big free throws coming for Isaiah Wilkes. Rattles that one in. 56-52. Van Buren comes out of the game. And Javier Richards comes in the game. One more free throw coming from Isaiah Wilkes. Big free throw here. It's already a 2-possession game. Back rims that one. Isaiah Wilkes misses that one. 4-point lead with 34 seconds to go. Trying to get across the timeline. Bounce pass over to Job. Job kicks it to the corner. Isaiah Campbell for 3. Shot no good. Javier Richards with the rebound. And he is fouled. Big shot. Bigger rebound by Javier Richards there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so now this is where you win games. Free throws is where you win games. And so
Javier Richards at the line now. Rattles that one in.
He must be a good free throw shooter. You think that's why they put him in, man?
Well, he's definitely on the defensive side. His length causes problems, and right now he's earning that extra money right now by knocking down free throws. Lead back up to 6. Amari Barrett, again, playing free safety, deflects the pass. Ball out of bounds, 16.3 seconds to go. Those effort plays by Amari Barrett as Campbell wants to line up a 3. And he dribbles the ball out of bounds. Turnover there. So 13.9 seconds to go. Wilkes. Ball's going to be stolen by Stokes. Stokes turns and fires with 8 seconds on the clock and drains it. Timeout called. 58-55. Just when it looked like it was just about over.
And that's when you start not playing team ball. How do you break a press? You break a press by passing the ball, not dribbling through the press. There's people trapping you right now. It's like you want them to foul you. They're not going to foul you. They're going to try to go for the ball first. And if they foul you, they will. So the ideal is to pass the ball, kill some time off the clock.
So we got to – yeah, so just looking at the timeout situation for both teams. So Lincoln Christian called the last timeout that was on the floor. 6.3 seconds to go here. So they knocked down the three, so now you got to break the press. But the most important part here is get the ball in. And you know the foul's coming immediately. They're going to try and guard you because there's only one full timeout left. So that's the strategy right now. So if you're Millwood, as you said, somebody might want to consider going deep just to catch that pass. But more importantly, somebody has to be covering a body. Okay, Lincoln Christian is doing exactly what I was thinking. All right, going to work here. Ball in the hands of Wilkes. Ball in the hands of Barrett. Barrett swings it up to Jonathan Van Buren. Van Buren to the basket and lays it in as time expires. And the Falcons win by the score of 60-55. 60-55 is the final score of tonight's game. Overall, your thoughts? It came down to executing on the pass. We almost made the mistake again, but they were able to finally do that.
Yeah, absolutely. They almost lost it, but like I say, free throws, Javier's 2 free throws. And like I talked about, that last play, they passed the ball through and was able to get that last second shot, but they got time off of it. So you've got to believe 5 guys on the floor can make free throws. You got to believe that. So it shouldn't. You shouldn't want to hopefully have one person be the person you depend on. And so I think that's pretty much what was happening. And they ended up not having to do the free throw because they was able to keep away from Lincoln.
Now, overall tonight, first of all, Lincoln Christian was 18 of 37 shooting tonight, 49%. 10 of 22 from 3, 45%. That's really what came. 30 points of their 55 came from 3. So that's interesting enough. And then from 2s, 8 of 15, 53% overall. So that's really where they kept in the game and almost stole it away from the Falcons down the stretch here. On the other side of the coin, looking at it from the Millwood perspective, Millwood ended up shooting tonight 24 of 39, 62%. It's hard to lose a game shooting 62%. You can. It's not impossible, but 62%. Millwood was 21 of 31 from 2s, 68%. 3 of 8 from deep, 38% overall on the night, which made it more difficult for them in executing down the stretch. But the key statistic of the night continues to be rebounds, because you're talking about a team that out-rebounded them by 13, basically 23 to 10 overall in that, and rebounding. So situational ball. Did you think the team learned from anything tonight, Coach Hayes?
I believe they did. Yeah, I believe they did. I even think the coaches learned something. I mean, probably like I say, Javier, he'd be somebody I'd probably have on the floor that be able possibly can make some free throws. So getting him some more opportunities may be crucial for them down the line, as well as, like I say, if you get in foul trouble as well, you got somebody else. Like I say, you have a lead, and then it starts to dwindle, and it's close game, and you can be able to bring somebody in like that. So I think that was and then, like I say, once again, Wilkes realized that he don't have to carry this team on his shoulders. You know, you've got 4 other guys on the floor. You can pass the ball, get a chance where y'all can be able to get some time off and go out with a victory. So I think that's a lot of times. Sometimes you're putting too much pressure on yourself when you really don't need to do that when you've got your teammates.
I just want to point this out. The Falcons outscored them in every period tonight except the fourth. Millwood outscored them 16-5, 12-11, 22-17 before Lincoln Christian got going and outscored them 22-10. As far as scoring tonight, Isaiah Wilkes with 15 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds on the night, and 2 steals. Amari Barrett with 8 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds in the night. Josiah Mays with 2 points on the night. We talked about his 2 rebounds that were very crucial. Chris Clay didn't get on the scoring column, but he did get 2 rebounds and an assist tonight. Then Mark Presley, for a starter tonight, 8 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds overall in the course of the night. Gabriel Bivens poured in 2, Javier Richards with 4, Jonathan Van Buren, JVB, with 12 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds tonight, and that's the majority. So if you had to get a Super Prep player of the game, who are you choosing?
Well, Javier. But, I mean, them 2 big free throws. But actually, like I say, Wilkes did a real good job. Wilkes was a high scorer, and I like it that, you don't have to depend on, because, Amari can be one night. Van Buren is another one. I mean, between him and Van Buren, I mean, pretty much those 2 would be 2 players of the game, I think, that came out and did a really good job. I mean, so yeah, I'm going to go with Wilkes.
Okay, the Super Prep player of the game is going to be Isaiah Wilkes. Super Prep is the premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high school and college students in the city, state, and nation. Super Prep can be found on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 HD1. Shout out Miles Perry. He's Director of Operations A. Shannon Hayes. I'm Maurice Prince. I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Tonight's game being, of course, brought to you by the Millwood and Richmond Foundation, Super Prep, OCCC, and SSM Health at St. Anthony. Now it's on to the John Noble Tournament this week, a tournament that begins Thursday afternoon. Believe it or not, the girls start Thursday morning at about 10 o'clock in the morning.
10 o'clock.
And then the boys will kick off later on that night at 8 o'clock.
We are the beginning and the end.
Wow. There's another line in that, but we're not going to go there right now. With that being said, we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight on PPBC TV. Look forward to bringing you more Millwood basketball in the near and immediate future. Good night.